So I pulled a stupid. I didn't put up the starting soon thing. So
Oops.
Teriyaki Teriyaki's just been sitting there staring at the four of us talking to each other, but not be able to hear anything because the audio was muted for the last like 10 minutes.
She's like, is this happening? What's going on?
Terry's like, I can't hear anyone. At least there's a view. Really should have taken lip reading more seriously. No, Terry, you're actually better off not having an idea what you're talking about. Hint, it'll smut. But anyways, on to our session. Welcome to Roll for Severity. We are on to session 24 now. We have also been streaming this campaign for a year.
Oh my
September
god.
September 1st would have been 1 full year since we had started the campaign.
Oh my god.
Welcome to session 24 of Roll for Severity's campaign. We play every second Sunday at 5 p.m. PST right here at twitch.tv/rollforseverity. If you're looking to rewatch or catch up on past episodes, subscribers have access to episodes immediately after they air over on our channel's VODs. For those who aren't subscribers, all episodes are uploaded to YouTube 1 week after they initially air. You can find us on YouTube by searching Roll for Severity, or somewhere down below the stream down there is a link that you can click. I'm Ominous Giggle, the DM for this campaign, and I'm joined by my fantastic players, Not Nathan, Mel, Jamie, and Jeanette. Before we get underway with the session today, there's a few quick things to go over. 1, each month we donate a portion of all income generated by Roll for Severity to charity. This includes that from direct donations, bits, subscriptions, and sales from the store. This month's charity is the Jed Foundation, a non-profit group that exists to support mental health and suicide prevention of teens and young adults. For more information on the Jed Foundation, you can check out their website at jedfoundation.org or on Twitter at jedfoundation. Once again, there's also links down below the stream. 2, the RFS store is up on tpublic.com/user/rollforseverity, or you can click the link down below the stream. We do have the Narok booty pick up there from Mel's campaign. As well as I used my bonus action to cry stuff from Theo, so you have to get the beard out of the way.
My legendary, how many times did I roll in that one? 7 times.
5 in a row, and then that was only the actual rolls that didn't count when you clicked to see, like, am I just rolling ones? And you click, and you didn't roll a 1, then you click on your next roll and got another fucking 1.
It would be another one, yep. Eldritch Blast is cursed.
Usually is. So without further ado, what happened last time?
Yeah, guys, what happened last time?
I think everyone's about to have a real bad time except for Kay.
Oh, okay.
I think
Kay
Kay
is
that tracks.
Sylvania's sleeping.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Syl and Kay are on the... We're not probably about to be having a real fun time. I know that Theo is out and about, maybe about to be in combat, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Mel, where did you leave Theo?
So Theo was running from the combat.
Oh, good. I'm running from combat.
You were with your group, and you had got higher ground as if to like be all fatwangy spellcaster and looking like you were still in their good graces.
Yeah.
And then I tried to make you hightail it out of there before someone tried to eat your face while everyone was like in combat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where you are now, though.
Oh, it's okay. That's fine. I can fake my death and double back.
Yes, so Theo's still out in the Shadowlands, presumably trying to get back to the Temple of Solar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that place.
Temple of Solar.
We did succeed in getting to the 3rd floor.
Hooray!
I did not succeed in breaking it. However, I made a deal with our nice orc friend to come up and break it for us, and I put together an amazing plan about how it's going to work. And then a certain
Annah
not goblin decided to inform someone directly that the group has betrayed, or that the church has betrayed him. and he immediately walked over to one of the guys in charge and went, "Hey, Anna gave me this thing that she shouldn't have had access."
Choices were made.
Did you give the orb, the sending orb?
No.
Okay.
I gave a dossier that
You
had
gave a dossier. Okay.
Oh, yeah, so-
truth about Merrick's.
Oh, Jamie wasn't there for that.
Yeah, so for a little bit of context,
I was
Theo,
quite sick last time.
so for a little bit of context, they had found basically a dossier list of all the people who were in the temple, a little bit of description of who they are, where they're best utilized, where their loyalties lie, and stuff like that.
Including us.
Including the four of you. And for Merrick, it had mentioned returned home after we had cleansed his village of suspected taint. Was told that it was the Shadowlanders at fault, short-tempered, blindly loyal. And so Anna opted to take this sheet from Orbiter's office and give it to Merrick.
Oh no. Merrick's all mad now.
I thought he'd be mad and on our side. Mistakes were made.
But he's just mad.
You took a gamble. That's okay. Gambles happen.
Yeah, and I think that's Thimold, or no, with the guard, one of the people
Thimold.
that was out. It's
Yeah.
Thimold, so he is currently, I believe, on his way to the entrance where Cran and I are keeping watch.
Okay.
I think it's where we left,
Cool.
He's storming towards you.
which is always fun. Always fun when people storm towards you. Not stride. Not saunter. He is storming.
So is there anything else that you guys are wanting to bring up from last session? Anything that Theo needs to be caught up on?
We kind of found the orb room up the spell room, the magical room thing on the 3rd floor.
Yeah, you guys got up into the
Yeah,
3rd
Jeanette
floor.
said that.
And we learned
everyone,
that the taint can't be removed.
Can't be removed.
Yep.
Okay.
Everyone except Theo knows how to get to the 3rd floor.
Because Theo's
That's
not
fine.
there.
Yes.
Yeah, because Theo wasn't there, and everyone told Kay, and Kay very much avoided being seen by anyone who's currently headed there. That was the last action I was trying to do before the session ended.
Yeah.
Was I'm gonna go to the 3rd floor. Why? Because, well, I shouldn't know how to get there. So
Can I ask what happened to the combat group?
So basically what ended up happening is you had gone to, the group had set up in this little, canyon-esque type area, rocks on either side, and they had set up an ambush for this group that you guys were sent to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
And so Anna, Mel, using your character, had scaled up the rocks and had basically taken, a vantage point they could snipe down. And then you had seen the group that was coming towards, led by an undead dwarf.
Okay.
And there was several of them, and they were pulling a wagon along. The wagon had something on it. But the dwarf had basically hit one point, and he kind of stopped the group and conjured up a pair of large ethereal mauls. And then a bunch of them went rushing forward to engage your group head on.
And
Oh,
you got
That was
a
when
voice
you
in
took the
your head
fuck off.
And then I got a voice in my head. What did the
that
voice?
said, basically said, it will probably kill you or something. You should leave.
Oh yeah, but before the before they had shown up for the combat, you had gotten a message from Ithariel.
Just a straight up shepherd. I should go. This is not my favorite store in the Citadel.
This is not your favorite store in the Citadel.
This isn't where you parked your car.
This isn't where I parked. My dude, where's my car?
Yeah, it essentially was like, it'd be wise to escape before Ilbodire arrives. There may not be a chance after.
Okay. And nobody came with me.
Nope.
No. Okay.
It was just you up on that ledge.
Got it.
Alrighty, so that leads us into today's session. That is the... Yeah, so after receiving the message from Ithariel, Theo stating it would be wise to leave before Obadiah arrives, you fled from the battle just as it began, leaving Vic, Emondor, Araman, Tasrim, and Vorgir to deal with the small caravan led by said undead dwarf. Slipping away into the darkness, your strength still sapped from your encounter with the shadow, but you chose the direction you believe you needed to travel to get back to the temple, and you snuck along for the first few minutes, and then you ran once you figured you're far enough away. You feel as though you may have gotten a bit turned around, but you're not entirely sure.
Okay. Can I hear anything around me?
Roll me a perception check.
I will roll a perception check. I rolled. I see nothing.
Yeah, that's a 5.
Why did I skip gym class? Oh.
You are still under the effects of the wake route. And because you weren't here for last session, I'll explain a little bit about the wake route. It essentially, like, normally you can travel about 8 hours in a day, and then you need to take you have to kind of slow down. You can't keep going, otherwise it's considered a forced march.
Yeah.
Which, as you learned when you're making that last few hour trip to Stoneforge, Theo doesn't handle that very well.
No. Theo needs. I may not sleep, but dang, if I don't do my yoga every morning, it's gonna be a bad time. I need to find my center.
But Wake Route essentially allows you to ignore that. Within certain limitations.
Yeah.
You can continue traveling. You're also unable to sleep while under the effects of Wake Route. It lasts you for a full day. And by sleep, I mean long rest. But after, like, what you had heard from, I believe it was Vorgir, is that when it wears off, it kind of kicks you in the gut and just it just levels you with exhaustion. And the hope was for the away group, they're going to be able to deal with the caravan and be back, or most of the way back, before that phase hit. To what level of that occurs, you're not sure. But he did tell you that it lasts for about a day, and you kind of feel that you've got some time left on it, but depending on whether or not you were heading in the right direction when you headed towards the temple, will highly determine whether you get there still under its effects or not.
The voice in my head was our friend here, correct?
Ithariel, yes.
Ithariel, okay. Who told me to get the heck out of Dodge?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't see or hear anything. I guess I'm very...
As you're looking around, like, everything looks kind of the same. Like,
shit.
You, like, walk for a bit and then you look around trying to get your bearings. It's like, this all looks the same. What the shit?
Yeah.
And then you're just reminded that, like, oh yeah, it's the Shadowlands. This whole place is...
This whole place is fucked up and I hate it! I can't follow, I can't, like, determine my footprints and, like, maybe backtrack, can I?
You could try and follow your footprints and backtrack. Like, you're not seeing, like, your set of footprints. You haven't gone in the circle.
Yeah.
And you could try backtracking, but backtracking would lead you back towards the area where the battle was.
The combat.
Yeah.
If I did that, I wouldn't want to get close to the combat. I'd want to stealth and observe, essentially. But I guess I will. Let's see what I've got here. Yeah. Is there a
like, is your intent to try and follow your tracks? Like, and backtrack a bit?
Yeah, I think my intent will be to try and try and backtrack a little bit so I can catch my bearings.
Okay, roll me
All the
a
while
survival.
swearing.
Roll me a
So
survival
I'm-
check.
Gonna cast guidance on myself, which gives me a D4. So, what
And
did
that
you want to give
is-
me? A survival?
Yeah, give me a survival check.
I'm gonna do survival, which is not great, but with a D4, it's a 4. I get a 4.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm just gonna talk to myself.
So you're like, okay, I'm gonna just follow my footprints, and so you like
Yeah, I think
kind of
those are
turn
my
around, you
footprints.
fall back a little bit. You're kind of going, and you're like, wait, are these my footprints or?
I don't.
This, and like you like put your foot beside one of the footprints, like this isn't the right size anymore.
Oh,
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know where the hell I am. I
Also,
take
is
my
guidance
finger out.
Is guidance a leveled spell, or is that a?
It's a cantrip.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'll sit tight and go, help! Voice
So-
in my head.
So you're just kind of hunkering down and staying where you are.
I might just hide and wait for another voice in my head. Be like, okay, I'm either I can get more lost I can miraculously have my ass saved, or what did they teach me in school? When you get lost in the woods, stay where you are.
Don't know if they meant these words.
Oh, well, I guess I will, I don't even have anything to make a compass. Do I have any equipment? Oh, it probably doesn't work here. Damn it. Damn it all. I will go try and find a place to hide until I can cast another survival check.
Okay, roll me a perception check,
Okay.
and also roll me a
Hey!
D4. And roll me a D4.
Yay! Because for guidance, I'm hoping. 1. I rolled another 1.
No, that one wasn't for guidance.
Oh, damn it. That's right, I didn't call it out.
Uh,
I think guidance on myself more.
Also, I think guidance is you'd have to recast it every time.
Yeah, I didn't call it out that one time.
Yeah.
I was hoping you would do it. No.
Nope, that's not what the D4 is for. So you kind of like, I've got to find somewhere to kind of hunker down and hide until I can at least try and figure shit out. And so you start, you pick a direction, and you're kind of like, well, I was already going this way, I think, and you're like kind of looking at the footprints that are now this kind of like muddled mess, and you're like, pretty sure I was going this way. And so you start heading in that direction.
I'm going to do it stealthily.
Stealthily? Okay, also roll me a stealth check then.
Which I'm not great at, but you know what? Oh!
But a nat 20!
I put my hood up, and I'm like, you'll never catch me, coppers.
So you start heading up and looking for somewhere to hide and hunker down for a bit.
Yeah. At least until, I apologize for my sneezes.
It's all good. So while you're currently out and trying to find your way and trying to find somewhere to hunker down,
I'm all alone.
back in the temple, to get a sense of what everyone is currently doing, Sylvania had gone to sleep when Annah headed downstairs and is currently oblivious to the circumstances that are going on. Kay, you had seen Merrick crumple paper in hand, storming off as instructed by Thimmel to talk to Orbiter. What are your plans at the moment?
I'm going upstairs.
Okay.
That was my goal, was to not be on the main floor. As of last session, my plan was to go to the 3rd floor.
Okay.
and hit things. So I'm probably gonna keep that trend.
Okay. What are you taking with you?
I was. Oof. Oh, that's a very good question.
Like,
I
are
should
you
double
grabbing
back.
your entire backpack and be like, I'm gonna take all my stuff upstairs, or are you like grabbing specific objects? And are you sneaking up, trying to not be spotted by Thimold, who is still in that main hall area, or and also to avoid getting spotted by Merrick?
I think what my intention is going to be is I'll double back to my room to get my melee stuff.
Okay.
So melee weapons.
Well, you're starting out in your room, because that's where
Yes,
you were at the end.
Yeah. So I'm not going to take my entire bag because that's kind of suspicious. Actually, no. Fuck it. I'll take my entire bag with me. But my intent will be to follow far enough behind, because Merrick is going to go upstairs and probably directly to Thimold's office.
Orbiter.
My goal is Orbiter. Thank you. I don't know people's names, and I'm just gonna go upstairs, and my goal is to keep going to the third floor, so stealthily follow behind so Merrick doesn't immediately see me and start to murder my ass. And hopefully in the time it takes me to turn around and grab my bag, Thimold, who's going outside,
yeah,
hopefully he's pretty much at the door, so he doesn't really notice me leave my room, and even though we haven't determined my allegiance either way.
Okay.
That's my plan.
Okay. And Annah, you were outside. You were outside on guard with Cran. You heard Merrick yelling from inside, but while you may not have been able to catch everything he said, you kind of got the gist of what he was upset about.
Yep.
And you could hear, Thimold's... Like, once again, you couldn't make out necessarily what Thimold was saying. But you know that Merrick had been talking to Thimold, and you could hear, like, the very heavy footfalls of Thimold in his full armor coming towards the front door. What was your plan?
So I was gonna look at Cran, like, just get Cran's attention, like, yo, it's time. And I'm gonna touch her and turn her invisible. So
okay,
let me expend a spell slot
and roll that d20.
Oh, I would be more than happy to roll that d20.
9. Okay, so you didn't imagine. Also,
9.
yes, Mel also had a wild surge last session to undetermined results.
Oh no.
It was high end. It was 100, wasn't it?
If
97? Or maybe it was 100.
If an ancient white dragon swoops in and just chomps me,
no, it's positive.
I'll hunt you.
It was on the good side of things.
Okay.
It'll swoop in and give you a ride.
Okay, I'll just scream the whole way.
Yeah, column 1, option 100 was what Annah got. So Annah got the highest roll that she could on column 1.
Holy shit.
Which, I don't know.
You don't know what happened.
You should give me a wish. I should make a wish and see if that's what happens.
You get wish. You get a wish spell.
Okay, I wish we would all go home.
Yeah. Just.
There's a lot of hubris in that. So whoops.
You're like,
anywho,
there's no place like home. There's no place home.
you
Because your
guys.
heels,
I'm
you're not
going
going
home.
anywhere.
so
you cast invisibility on Cran.
And then the intent for myself is to go kind of by the wall. So like the door is here, and I want to go by the wall and squirrelify myself before Thimold gets in outside, essentially. Because I don't want to be seen right now.
Okay, so one moment here. That is not the thing I needed. I need that out still. I need this. Is that one? So whereabouts are you hiding?
Oh, we have a map, don't we?
Yeah, because this is the outside of the temple. like this, like big batch in the front is kind of like the steps kind of leading up towards the front.
But there's got to be like a doorway, right?
Yeah, there's
like
a door that's essentially smack dab in the middle here.
Yeah, so I want to be. So if you were looking outside, I'm not standing in front of the doorway. You can't see me. I'm off to the side by the wall, so I wouldn't be in your view when you're looking out the door, right? Like
Okay.
I'm, like
so
kind of cronking it against the wall until I turn into a squirrel.
Okay.
That's what you mean by cronking it, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean.
Sound effects included.
But then it's just like squirrel noises, so it's just like a long shiver.
Squeak, squeaking, squeaking. Squeakers, squeaking, 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 squirk?
Squeak, squeakity.
Anyway, yes, you all get it.
You stole my acorn. You owe me a new acorn. Artie, so you turn Cran invisible, and she's just kind of like, you can hear her to be like, whoa, what is, oh, okay.
And telepathically, because I'm assuming I'm a squirrel now, because I would do that really quickly.
Yeah, you cast it on her, and immediately you kind of like push over against the wall and just.
And then I would telepathically communicate, like, we need to get to the top floor, into the training room, and destroy some stuff. I'll be right behind you.
Okay.
Don't be caught. Don't get caught. I was gonna say don't be seen, but that's a little.
Don't be seen.
Don't let them see you. Okay, so as it's okay. Use like you kind of peeking out the door. Like you have your bag with you. You kind of peeking out the door, and you see Thimold reaching the front door and starting to push them open. I want you to roll me a stealth check.
I have to click this and this and this. There's so many.
This,
Doing
that, and
the
the other
stealth
thing?
check is so hard.
I know.
This button.
That's a 9. Damn, Thimold, you blind. He rolled a 3.
He's not blind. He is focused,
he's
on
focused.
a
He has-
different topic.
Yeah, he has other priorities at the moment.
Damn, son.
And that wasn't even with disadvantage. So he, like, you kind of step out of the room and you hustle over to the stairs, like, kind of watching Thimold as he's going for the door, and see him starting to push the door open. As he's pushing it open, you kind of, like, go up the stairs, and you hear kind of, like, the clattering of some of the stuff in your bag, and you're like, but you look back over, and the creak of the front doors is kind of drowning you out as you, like, book up the stairs and around into the training room. Anna, I want you to make me a stealth check with advantage
that.
because you are a tiny thing at the moment, and that's not what he is looking for.
Fair enough. Let me just load up those squirrel stats. My apologies.
It's not that
I totally
tiny.
forgot.
Pardon?
Yes.
At least not that tiny. Anna is pretty tiny.
Yeah.
So stealth.
Well, Anna's bigger than you are, Syl.
I'm
Okay.
curious if squirrels exist in this realm.
You have not seen one.
No,
So I get a D20 plus 4.
if they do, they're
so-
king of squirrels.
So I crit and get a 24 as my little squirrely self.
Nicely done. Cran also rolled stealth.
As a squirrel, I would like to do this where I'm on my hind legs, squirreling against the wall, continuing the cronk kind of thing.
They're your squirrely ways. I'm adding a note of things I need to draw.
Squirrel, Anna. Squeak, squeakity, cronk.
Now, the question is, will I remember Squirrel and a Kronk stealth when I come and look at these notes later? If everyone
You
else's
can just
notes
watch
are
the
by
session again.
true, but I make a lot of notes with no context of when.
Yeah.
Okay, so You see Thimold push open, or the doors get pushed open, and as they do, you see Thimold's heavy footfalls as he's stepping out, and you can see him actively looking around, kind of grumbling to himself. It's like, where's that little rat? And
It's not a rat, it's a squirrel.
And you can see him. Actually, roll me a perception check quickly. As you're seeing him, kind of like looking around, you see him kind of head over towards the one side, away from you.
So this is +5, which is 19.
19. As he is walking, you notice like on the ground, like some of the dirt kind of scuff as you see what you assume to be Cran kind of like scooching a couple steps back and trying not to make noise. The front door to the temple is currently open as Thimold is walking towards where's my mouse? This side of the temple.
Sweet. That's good.
So what are you two doing?
I'm gonna look at her and say, "Squeak, squeakity." I mean, let's boogie. Now I'm gonna go for the stairs like full throttle.
This entire session is just going to be Emperor's New Groove jokes. Okay, got it. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh crap. As a squirrel, that's not great. Okay.
Your dexterity as a squirrel is not great?
It's not great.
I call bullshit.
Oh, I got the stats right here. All right, so that's a 6.
Okay.
Do I get stepped on?
As you go to book it in, and then you just feel your feet shoot out from under you as you go flopping down your stomach. You look back and the crans, or you can see like the back end of your tail kind of flatten down, and then you see poof back up as it's a, and you see a little bit of dust kind of kick out a little bit away from your tail, and you hear a little bit of a. But your tail is now free. Cran accidentally stepped on your tail.
Ouch. Ouch, ouch. I'm going to continue behind Cran.
So you kind of duck the door. You assume Cran is walking inside. You can't see Cran, and because the inside, the floors aren't dusty from dirt and grit and grime and all that from outside. You assume you're behind Cran?
Okay, all right, yeah, to the best of my assumptions.
To the best of your assumptions, you're behind Cran.
I just don't want to get stepped on again.
Fair. And so are you heading straight up the stairs? What is...
So straight up the stairs. I don't think I gave Cran the code. So my intention is to follow Cran inside the training room when she opens the doors, and speak the code for her to or tell her the code anyway, so she can speak it because it doesn't understand squirrel. And then go wake up Syl.
Okay. So as you're listening really hard, and you're kind of getting a little bit of a sense of where Cran is, with based on the footsteps. So you're able to follow up along. You get to the top floor, and there's a pause, and you can roll a perception check right now.
Ooh. That's +5. Oh no, a 9.
Okay. There's a brief pause, and then the door kind of pushes open into the training hall. Kay, because you had been given the password, you'd opened the door. Would you have closed the door behind you? Would Kay have remembered to close the door behind him?
I think it's a 50-50 shot. Can I roll a d2 to find out?
Sure. 1 is yes, 2 is no. You did not close the door behind you. So as Annah and Cran, as you both enter the...
To be fair, that tracks.
It 100% tracks.
Even the dice knows. Okay. Don't at me.
Don't at me, bro. But as you and Cran enter the training hall, the doors on the far end of the room are wide open.
Cool.
You do not know that Kay is upstairs.
That's fine.
Because as far as you are aware... Wait, was it you who gave Kay the password, or was it Sylvania who gave Kay the password?
I'm positive it was Syl that gave me the password.
I did not give you the password.
Okay, then it was Anna that gave me the password.
Okay, so you do know that Kay has the password. I wasn't sure who gave Kay the password. I couldn't remember.
Fair enough. I didn't remember either. I'm not going to be too concerned because Cran is invisible. So seeing the doors open, that's actually perfect because I can't find the quote of the password. The only thing I have quoted in this book is, "Oh man, I'm so horny," and I don't know if that was from the
Apparently Mel's been hitting this a little bit harder than our first conversation before the stream started.
What's happening?
I can't find the actual password, so this is great. I'm gonna let Cran know to go up ahead, and I'm gonna get started.
I want to know if that's the actual passcode, because damn!
No, the passcode was like something of the light or...
Solar's light cleanses all, or something.
Oh no!
Solar's light will purge the darkness.
No, I prefer. I'm so horny. My Solar's light. I'm so horny. I vote for that one.
Wow. Well, we know what Theo's into now.
This is what Jamie says, not Theo.
I will tell Cran to close the door, pardon me, behind her.
Okay.
And that I'm going to grab Syl.
Okay. So you kind of hear Cran say out loud, it's like, okay, hurry. And Cran turns and heads up the stairs. You think. Fucked if you know what's going on. Assuming that she's doing what she said she was, or what you told her to do.
Do I see the doors close?
Because
I asked her to close the doors behind her.
You stand there, and after several seconds, you do see one of the doors start to creak closed.
Okay. I'm gonna go to my bedroom and wake up Syl.
Okay. Are you leaving squirrel form?
No, not until I get to that door. And if the door is open for some reason, or there's like a small hole that I can scuttle through, great. But if
no, I mean when you get into your room.
Oh, no.
Are you waking me up as a squirrel?
I would try if I could. I figured I couldn't get into the room as a squirrel.
Oh, okay.
I can't recall what the doors are like.
Highs or lows?
Ooh, I'm feeling pretty low today. That's not true. Low.
Okay, roll me a acrobatics check as a squirrel to see if you can hit that handle on the door.
Oh, okay.
You get to the door and you look for like a knot, or like try and squeeze under the door, but you can't quite fit.
It's a crit fail.
You leap. Roll me a severity check on this, just for shits and giggles.
Of a squirrel.
It's relatively inconsequential, but it just for shits and giggles.
Yep. Hell yeah, 85.
Okay. You like you almost do like the cat butt wiggle as it's about to pounce, and then you launch up to try and grab onto the handle, except you're like just a little bit too far forward, so your front paws go past the handle, and your head just schmucks right into the handle, and you drop back down to the ground. As you hit the ground, you change back into Annah.
Oh wow!
And you just feel this little bit of a bump on the top of your head. You're like, ow.
I imagine Beanard is very unimpressed. I just hear him like feeling like prickle me a little. It's like, yes, I know that was terrible. I'll claw at the door handle.
Uh,
And yeah.
okay, you get into the door. You get through the door easy enough.
Sweet. Hopefully no one heard that, but my focus is on
Well,
Syl.
you hit the handle as a squirrel, so even if there was a thunk, it was not a very loud one.
Consequential thunk.
I'm picturing this in anime format where, like, whenever cute things run, you hear pa-poink, 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 and then pew, boom.
Perfect.
Hamtaro.
Yeah, pretty much the sound effects of Hamtaro.
And then I will run up to Syl and like shake Syl's shoulder. A lot of S's. And be like, Syl, the plan's happening now. We gotta go. Get dog. Get your stuff. Let's go upstairs.
I wake up, I kind of look at you, I'm like, no, the plan doesn't start till later.
No,
Should
no,
be
I
fine
understand.
for some sleep.
And I'm gonna start dragging Syl like out of the bed. Like, I understand there's a plan. There's no plan anymore. Let's go.
There's no plan anymore.
Because someone screwed up the plan.
It finally clicks in my head. I'm like, wait, what did you do to my plan?
Somewhere. Let's go.
Oh no.
There are now multiple factions involved.
Okay.
The darkness is
I
here,
get
the
up.
light is here, we're here, and people trying to figure out their own allegiances are here.
I get up, I look at Dog, and I go, Dog, don't go upstairs. And Dog immediately starts heading towards upstairs, and I will follow.
So you're grabbing your stuff and following Dog?
Yep.
Okay, and Anna, what are you doing?
I will grab my stuff. Yeah, I'll grab my stuff.
Roll me a perception check as you're grabbing your stuff.
Oh, hell yeah. As Anna. That's
As Anna.
Whoop. Ooh, that's a 10.
10.
Painfully average.
Seems fine. You grab your stuff, and like you're also kind of in a hurry, so that kind of tracks as well. So you just kind of grabbing your stuff, throwing everything that you didn't have in your bag into your bag, and you kind of close it up and hustle after Sylvania, I'm guessing.
Yep. Granted, I'm in a hurry, but I do want to make sure that when I round that corner to our left, where the training room is, I would want to kind of peek rather than just full tilt.
Yeah. You take a peek and roll me one more perception check for that. 17. You can hear Orbiter in his, or you can hear Merrick yelling in Orbiter's, where you assume he's in Orbiter's office.
That's great. Good job, Merrick. We're all part of the not plan. Yeah, I run inside.
All part of Plan B.
Best part of the plan is there is no plan. Okay, so you go and you both manage to duck into the training room. The door on the far end of the room is closed.
Okay.
And are you guys using the password to go upstairs, or?
Yeah, the one that's not "Oh man, I'm so horny," but the actual one. And we go upstairs.
So you head upstairs and like are you closing the door behind you or leaving it open?
I definitely close close the door behind us.
For some reason, the song "Baby Got Back" just entered my brain.
So the two of you, or three including Dog, hustle upstairs. And Kay, what are you currently doing to these pillars?
I'm gonna hit them.
With what?
Probably my swords.
Okay.
They don't get much use otherwise.
So as you're going up the stairs, you just hear ting, ting, ting. As you reach the top of the stairs, you can see Kay standing there, just wailing on those pillars.
I had little to no context of what was going on up here, but I was told the pillars are probably important.
Weren't we supposed to bring Kran with us?
Yes, I'm currently grabbing people.
No, more I'm going Kran's invisible. I'm asking Anna.
Yeah, Cran's here. Can't just right. Yeah, she's here.
Can you stop focusing
She's
on
here?
invisibility?
As
I could.
you're the Cran's here, you just kind of hear, I am here.
Perfect. All right, Sil. How do we turn this thing off?
My best guess is we need to
Break
either remove the orb or break the pillars, preferably both.
Great. Cran, how do you feel about working on the orb and we smash the pillars?
Did you stop concentrating on?
Cran, yes.
Okay. As Cran just comes back to visibility, you just see her kind of standing there, just like kind
She's
of
been
watching. She's been watching Kay just
absolutely-
like slapping on these pillars with his sword.
He's not even using the sharp side. He's using the flat side of the blade.
Oh, no, he just baseball swinging the flat end.
Yeah, just
How dumb do you think I am?
No, he's hitting it with the sharp side of the. He's hitting it with the sharp end of the blade.
Yeah.
But you see, Cran just like, I'm not fixing those dings.
Oh yeah.
Because you're just putting little dents into the blade of your sword.
I never asked her to fix my swords. Really, let's be honest. They don't get used enough as it is. This is like a treat for them.
you can have pillar dents as a treat.
In case should have. Yeah.
They don't talk.
You know, tough.
They're not like possessed. If they were possessed, they'd be strong enough that I wouldn't have to dent them, and I'd probably use them more.
So, Kay, you're wailing on the pillars. Sylvania, what are you doing?
I've already kind of tried to mess with them, so I am going to help. Like, can I use like the help action on Cran and just try to help Cran do whatever Cran's doing?
Okay. Anna, what are you doing?
These pillars, was there like like a rune kind of light that connected them, like either on the ground or something that like ran along the floor, or were they just tall standing pillars?
Let me grab
Need
the
another refresher.
temple room description. That is not the right description. Mother truck. Back a page.
Because if there's a flow of magic, I want to see if I can like a charcoal over it to disrupt the flow or something instead of just beating up the pillar because I'm not very strong.
So on the pillars, you can see runes that are like etched into the pillars. And like there's a glow that's kind of emanating from them, but it kind of pulses. Like the orb itself is kind of like a like rhythmic pulse, and you're seeing these runes kind of light up and fade with this pulse.
Right,
so it's not like they were drawn on, but they're actually like carved into the pillars themselves and into the floor.
Okay, so it's not like there's a connection that can be broken by like coloring over it, most likely. Okay.
Not with charcoal.
So yeah. So the orb, yeah, is probably the best bet then. In which case, I'm gonna watch them what Cran and Syl are doing to the orb, and then see if I can garner any sort of inspiration or thought as to what might be needed.
Okay. Cran. So you see Cran kind of walk up to the pillar or up to the orb, and like her first instinct is like grabs the chains and just gives a good hard yank. And it's not budging. Cran just kind of looks over at Sylvania. It's like, do you have wedge crowbar?
Yes, I hand crowbar.
She grabs the crowbar, and then grabs you, and then hands you the crowbar, and then lifts you to put you up on top of the orb.
Okay.
Do you resist at all?
No, I'll let her put me on top of the orb.
And she's like, just one hand grabs you by like the back of your armor and just like hoists up, and then so you're kind of like straddling one of the chains essentially. And since you're using the help action, that gives her advantage on this. She's like, the two of you are kind of reefing. Anna, roll me an investigation check as you're like watching them mucking with this thing.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. And as you're watching as like Cran is like reefing on this and like trying to like, she's actually got her feet off of the ground as she's like trying to like shift the orb, and the chains are actually holding her weight. But you're noticing like as like Sylvania is like trying to like cram this crowbar in, like there is a slight gap that is opening between the band around the outside of the orb and the orb itself.
Okay.
Kay, roll me an attack roll.
Just
With your sword.
straight attack?
With your sword.
Just a D. Okay, so just that.
Sure you're not hitting it with the flat side of your blade? I think you are.
That time, maybe. That time it might have just... It hit one of the dents, because I've clearly been denting it. So I just hit the dent and just went, wow.
Yeah, your hands are getting a little bit like sweaty from just like gripping the sword and just bashing on. So the sword you hit, it just kind of like rotates in, like twists in your hands, like
I'm not used to using swords for a long time. I have calluses for like firing my bow for hours. Wielding a sword, not so much.
You got the calluses here, and that's about it. Maybe on
Sorry,
three fingers.
I have the calluses here. This arm is fine. I'm not used to the grip strength required to use the automaton hand. My magical metal hand.
Yep.
That's what it is.
So Anna, what are you doing currently?
So if I see that there's sort of a gap between the orb and the band thing,
Yeah.
where I want to cast magic beetle because I'm short. I feel like there's no way I could reach that with like a hand axe, and I want to try and do a ranged attack in between the gap to see if that helps anything.
Okay. So you kind of like rummage into your bag and pull out one of the little beetles that you've got scurrying around in there, and charge a little bit of magic, and you throw this. So roll me an attack roll. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Ooh.
Roll me damage.
So that's 1d6 plus 1, 6.
Okay. So the beetle hits it and like kind of twangs off. But Sylvania, roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Oh.
11.
11. You hear the beetle kind of twang off of the metal, and as you do, like it's subtle, but you think they're like you heard like the kind of like thump, kind of bit of a crack sound like as they be like hit it. You're not entirely sure if all of that sound came from just the beetle, like from the collision of the beetle.
So stuff is moving, I think.
And roll me an intelligence check.
Okay.
Actually, better than that, roll me an Arcana check.
Oh, I'm better at that one. Yay. Arcana is kind of my thing. 22.
22. So you're kind of thinking on it, and you're just like, that moment of like, why didn't I think of this before? And you're kind of remembering back to like, because you have a lot of your like technical gizmos that you've made that emulate magic. But then you're thinking back to when it comes, like some of the things you had learned, like when you're trying to like mimic magic, is like some of the, like when it comes to like magical artifacts and stuff like that, they tend to be very resilient against things that aren't magical.
Enchant the crowbar! Put runes on the crowbar!
Okay, so
And what you guys are...
Anna, do that again.
Do you want to sideswipe somewhere else while Anna twangs in the
Yep.
background?
Yep. So Theo.
Yes, I'm sitting in a tree, going, I wonder how the rest of everyone's doing. I hope they were able to get up to behind that door.
Yeah, you see, you're sitting in a tree.
Yeah.
That's where we'll go. Okay, so you're sitting in a tree.
I'm hiding.
You're kind of hiding. You've got your like cloak kind of like wrapped around you, and you're like tucked right up against like the trunk of the tree, sitting on one of the branches, just like have as little of you like revealed as possible. And you had a nat 20 on your stealth check, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Which equals out to 21.
Yeah.
So while you're sitting, like, the tree you found yourself to hide in was a fairly large one, and you're sitting there, and while you're just kind of like trying to figure out, like, it's like, okay, so where do I need to go? And you're like trying to like figure out even just where you are in general.
Mm-hmm.
But a key pine, that big like harpy bat owl thing.
Oh, not those.
Like you're sitting on the branch, and one of these, like, you hear kind of like the screech overhead. You kind of like perk up, and then kind of like huddle yourself in that a little bit closer, and this thing lands on the branch that you're on.
Oh no!
And it's like perched there for a little bit, and you kind of watch as it's like stretching out its long leathery wings, and then kind of like pulls them in, just kind of like. Did you ever watch the movie or the TV show Gargoyles?
Oh yeah, I watched Gargoyles.
How often they basically like take the two claws and just kind of hook them underneath the chins, like making them like cloak type things. It essentially does that as it's like perched on this thing. And it's kind of like looking around, and at one point, like, you feel as though it's staring directly at, like, it turns, like, it looks at the tree, and you feel it's like it's staring straight at, and you're just kind of like, don't move. And after a little bit, it like turns its head away, and just, but after a little bit, it kind of like looks away, and it's looking around, and you hear a howl off in the distance. And you recognize the howl. You've heard it before. The Shadow Mastiffs.
Oh.
And
all of my favorite things are coming out. Oh.
At least the Bodak's not here yet.
No. He can stay where he is.
But after the you hear the howl, it perks up to the sound of the howl, and it takes off. And I want you to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh shit! You're gonna make me fall out of this tree, aren't you?
That depends on you.
I rolled an 11.
So as this thing takes off, the branch shakes quite a bit, and you start to fall forward, but manage to wrap your arms around the branch. And you do that like kind of thing with like you end up like sliding underneath the branches, but you're still holding on with like your arms and legs, and you might just like kind of pull yourself back on top of the branch. But you're still on top of the branch. You kind of get yourself seated again. And you're like,
Ithariel, if you're listening, this sucks.
there is no response.
That's what I thought. I sure hope everyone else is having as much fun as I am.
Roll me a perception check.
Oh, yay, perception.
22.
Oh, hey, 22!
As you're sitting up in this tree and you're looking out, you see something that strikes you as odd. Like, the world is dark, like, and especially with it being nighttime, like, the world itself is just that darkened state. But you see what looks like a dome of darkness, just, it's darker somehow.
Okay.
And it looks a little bit odd as you're like, and you're watching this dome moving along.
Oh.
And like it's probably about 100 or so feet from you, but you're just watching this dome just enveloped in shadow, just like moving along, very casual pace. It's by no means like it looks like it's walking, or like it's going about a walking pace.
Did it look like anything that have seen before, like a certain dwarf with a cart? Does it look cart-sized? Does it look bigger than cart-sized?
The dome of shadows looks bigger than a cart. When you had seen the dwarf, like the undead dwarf, and the group that was pulling the cart, they did not have anything like this encasing them.
Okay. And the group that I went out with would definitely not be using a darkness.
Correct. The entire time you had been going, you'd had one period where they'd used a flash rod to escape the shadows, but that was, they didn't have any like darkened spell for it or anything like that to try and hide along it or anything like that.
Okay, I'm gonna go get closer.
Okay.
See if I can discern what it is.
Are you stealthing closer?
I'm stealthing closer. There's goddamn things that suck out my life force, Aaron, and I'm by myself in the dark. Why wouldn't I stealth my way there?
Roll me a stealth check then.
You're by yourself in the dark? I'm pretty sure you're not by yourself. There's plenty
I
of
rolled another nat 20!
Jamie's making up for all those nat 1s she rolled.
Power of Kronk compels me.
The power of Kronk compels you?
Yeah.
Really?
You know what? What I had, okay?
See, all I can think of in this one moment is the camping scene where Kronk has a little tent.
Yeah.
That's just that's Theo camping in my brain now.
See, the best part about that
tent.
The best part about that is that is exactly what I picture for Narok whenever he uses his tent. Is he's just like laying there with that little tent and just legs jutting out from it? Because he's like 8'2".
Oh god.
It's a 2-person tent, but they lied to me. I can't even fit all of me in it. So you quickly hop down from the tree and just like as you're like like booking it from tree to tree, like getting closer and closer. And as you're getting closer, you're able to kind of see like the bit more like the very defined line of like where the edge of this thing is, and you're getting closer and closer, and you're probably about 20 feet from it. And it hasn't shifted its direction at all. It hasn't like changed or started like trying to move away from you or trying to move towards you or anything like that. It's just continuing on its path.
Okay. Can I see what's inside the dome? I cannot see what's inside.
You cannot see what is inside.
Does this dome look like the type of dome that if I go through it, it will hurt me?
Roll me an Arcana check.
18.
It does
Should've
not
guessed.
appear like it's a hostile dome. You cannot
Okay.
guarantee what is inside.
Shit. Do I stick my head inside the dome real quick? Is there a place where I can go just like from a bush to stick my head inside the dome real quick, take a quick glance?
Consider your 21 stealth. Yeah, you managed to like sneak alongside until like it's passing like by a tree, and like you quickly sneak up to the edge of the tree and kind of like stick your head in.
Yeah.
As you do, everything goes black.
Oh, of course it does. Shit.
Roll me a history check.
Oh no!
With advantage,
I know.
because this is recent.
Oh, with advantage. Oh, it's still a 16.
16. Okay.
Yeah.
You remember this kind of sensation.
Okay.
When you had went out to find Sylvania, when she reluctantly did not want to leave and wanted to sit there repairing dog instead, and you had to go out and find her. An effect similar to this was used.
It's our friend.
Do you remember his name?
Going backwards in my notes.
Gogrick.
Gogrick, yeah. I'm very, very quickly going to, I guess I'm going to say, Gogrick. Gogrick, is that you?
The orb stops. Like, the Dome of Shadow stops.
I hope you're Gogrick and not something that wants to kill me. It's Theo. We met a few days ago.
Actually, it's been closer to like 2 weeks, but
2 weeks ago we've met.
uh,
You took us to the light temple full of all of the weirdos.
Oh, that's why
he
everything went pitch black when he picked us up.
he didn't
I
take you to the temple. He took you to the crazy bitch's house.
Oh yeah, that's right. He took us to the crazy bitch's house. Yeah.
I mean, technically, he took us to his house first, and then
Yeah.
he led us to most of the way to the crazy bitch's house. Let's
Yeah.
be clear.
Yeah, most of the way there. He didn't want to go anywhere near that mansion.
Yeah, Godric.
Because
I
she's
hope
a
that's
crazy
you.
bitch.
So you're kind of whispering, and
Yeah.
like there's part of you that is outside of the shadows, and you just kind of like, as it stops, kind of like take a little bit of a step back, and then the whole thing just shifts in towards you.
Oh damn it!
So Annah and
Cliffhanger.
so,
Please be my friend. Oh.
please be my friend. So Annah, Kay, Sylvania, and Cran. So Annie, you go and whip that next beetle at the orb. Roll me another attack roll with it.
Another attack roll. Can't do, buddy. Oh no, it's only a 13.
You still hit it. The thing's not moving. And roll me a damage.
5.
5. Okay. So you kind of twang it off. You don't get as solid of a hit. It kind of like hits one of the lower edges and bounces down. You go and you pick up your beetle, and it's a little bit dazed, having been thrown at this thing twice.
I petted a little.
We're hucking beetles up in here all night. We ain't gonna stop until we defeat the light. Oh.
So Sylvania, you as Anna throws that second beetle, you kind of hear that same like a little bit of a crack, as if like it's slowly like it's actually doing something to it.
Huh. What if... Can I, lightning glove it?
Roll me... Yeah, you can lightning glove it. You're still sitting on the chains currently, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Roll me an attack roll? Or is the lightning glove a dex save? I can't remember.
It's an attack roll. That's a 23.
Double 23s. So you're attacking the chain, attacking the ball, or you're attacking the ring holding the ball?
Attacking the ball? What has Anna been hitting?
The ring.
The chain or the ball?
The ring.
The ring?
The ring that's holding the ball in place. The orb in place.
Okay, I will attack that then.
Okay. You go and you like charge up the glove and you grab onto it. And your entire body kind of tingles as you realize you're grabbing a metal object with an electric glove while sitting on a metal chain. Kay,
This is normal.
highs or lows?
Highs.
Highs? As your just as your sword is connecting, you feel a jolt go through your body as basically Sylvania turned this thing into fucking battery. It's like looking at a 9-volt battery at this point. Just that sensation just kind of pulses, but yeah. Your metal hand kind of your metal hand's the only thing that's not tingling. The rest of you is kind of like
The shoulder probably
Would
feels
my
real good
shoulder
right now.
be tingling?
Yeah, your shoulder's tingling, but like there's no like it's not like coming from the metal arm. It's like the rest of all your like flesh is tingling.
Okay.
So it did not travel into your body via the arm or via the metal arm. The other hand, though.
Okay. Wait, does that mean my middle arm doesn't conduct electricity?
Requires more testing.
I don't want to. I don't want to test this further.
Do it, Kay. Do it for science.
So Sylvania, as you are like you cast the lightning glove on it and roll the damage for the attack.
What damage was that? I think it was a D10. No, it was a D8, K. So roll a D8.
Thought I muted you still.
6.
6. Okay. You grab onto it, and aside from like tingling through your body is just like you're not hearing like a crack, like it wasn't like you were hearing with the beetle, but like you feel as though something happened aside from just slightly shocking experience for all involved. Cran is kind of looking at you a little bit confused. And Kay is, I'm assuming, still just beating on this pillar? Or is Kay
Correct.
switching to something else?
I don't know. Has Kay actively noticed a significant progression or lack thereof?
I'd say by this point, Kay would have come to realize he's not getting very... Like, his sword is taking more damage than this pillar is because his sword has taken any damage.
Guys, I don't think it's working. Can I help by other means? Can someone tell me what to do? I
Can
need
you
an
attack
adult.
this thing magically?
And Cran's just like, magically? Why magic?
And I'm
that
like-
seems to be working so far. If
I'm
you
like-
keep pulling, we keep attacking this thing, we should hopefully weaken it enough that it comes out. Need to weaken the magical like bonds on it.
Can I use my planar warrior attack with my fists to change all damage into force damage to apply force as a... because it's technically magical-ish. I mean, it's a bonus action, but it's the closest I've got.
Is that
To, like, do a push, but then turn my push into, like, planar force damage, so I'm applying
Kaioken!
war force? Yeah, well, it's... If Kran is trying to, like, flip it, and they're applying magical damage, if I apply force at the correct spot, in theory, that should just help Kran get more leverage? Maybe? I don't know. That's what Kay's gonna try now. Because it's as magical as he gets.
Kaioken times 4.
If that works. Does that work?
Are you talking about the planar warrior as a bonus action? You choose one creature.
Yes.
It is technically not a creature.
Damn it. Yeah. Outside of that...
Fuck it. We'll roll with it anyways.
But fuck it.
Hey!
But fuck it.
I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but I'm happy to try.
And it's with a weapon attack. Are you using your sword? Are you gonna punch it, or are you shooting it with a bow?
Well, I'm not shooting it with a bow. I was thinking of unarmed striking it, just because that seemed best. But if it is a weapon attack, so I can use my sword, because fuck it, the sword's already garbage at this point anyway.
Yeah, you kind of like look at the edge of the sword, and you could almost use this to just start sawing logs with how many divots you've got in it.
I mean, it's a good quality bread knife at this point, so...
It is a quality. I would not say that quality is good.
It's a bread knife at this point. Is that better?
Yeah. Alrighty. So,
I attacked it with my sword.
Yeah, roll me an attack roll.
I did.
19,
I think I hit.
Roll me the damage.
I obviously don't click this again.
You just click click where it says short sword underneath on the right-hand side.
That button.
And then roll your 1d8. +6. Okay. So you go and you take like a big swing, and I'm assuming at this point, like Sylvania would kind of point out like where Annah had been hitting it. And you take a good hard swing with your sword as like Anna's throwing her beetle, that poor concussed beetle. Sylvania, are you continuing to try and like hit it with, or like zap it with the glove, or are you doing anything else?
We'll just keep going. Yeah, let's do it again.
I won't be using my beetle again.
You're not using your third beetle?
No, I actually want to go to the door.
Okay.
I want to know what kind of beetle you have, but that's for a later talk.
So you're heading down to the door?
Yeah.
Are you opening it?
No. Is it handles on our side? Like we would pull them open towards us, and on the other side it's a push open?
Yeah.
I want to take my rope and I want to secure that shit really quickly.
Okay.
And also like wedge my hand axe in there for good measure.
Okay. Roll me a survival check.
Ooh.
Just to see how good your not tying is.
All right.
How much attention did Mel play in Scout? 22.
22. So it's a trucker's hitch. Yeah. Anyways.
You've got this thing, like, you start out just, like, looping the rope through as many times as you can. You're like, that's not going to do. And so you, like, start, like, tying it through and all that kind of stuff. And then you take your hand action and you just cram that in whatever space there's left in the between the rope and the handle of the door.
Sweet. And
So
I no longer have those things.
Yeah. You no longer have your rope. And is this was this the rope that you had normally, or is this the rope that you got from the box?
This was rope I had normally.
Okay.
Yeah, I still have that other. Yeah, no, this is not the box rope.
Okay, just confirming. So yeah, you crammed that in. While the rest of you are upstairs and essentially just wailing this, and as between the three of you is, or like Kay, Sylvania are like wailing this, and Kran is like, she's got herself like her arm over the chain, hands kind of gripped onto the ball, and like feet on the pillar across, and is just trying to push. And after a couple minutes of like just wailing away on this thing, you finally hear like the sound of like a cracking, like the metal cracking and splintering a little, or like not splintering, but like cracking and breaking a little bit, and then the one pillar just kind of and like tips back a little bit as the chain, or is like the part where the chain is connected to kind of like breaks free, and like Cran kind of drops down a little bit as this thing is now supported by 3 pillars.
Need it to be supported by a maximum of 2, so we need to break another one.
Cran's just like,
You're doing great, Cran. Thank you so much. We need you so badly.
All of us are little and tiny.
It's not our fault. It's magic.
Gran, we'll get you out of
You're
here
right,
once
Kay.
this is done.
You're right, Kay. It is magic short. You're shorter.
That's what I said.
How long did it take us to do that?
Once you had started like just like dumping magic into it, you managed. It took you a few minutes. But that being said, like as you're kind of like, yes, we did it. Like the temple itself has always had this general level of light that just kind of emanates from the walls of the temple itself. But a few moments after that, like just a few seconds after that pillar is just kind of been like
dimmed
pushed out
slightly.
It flickers, and as it does so, the light level comes back up, but not quite as bright as it was before. But the flicker was fairly noticeable because it was almost as if it was like turning off and then back on, in its entirety.
Maybe everybody blinked during that moment at the same time.
Hey, you have your bow on you, right?
Kay's like, my bag. It's like right here. I gestured to it. It's not technically on me, but it's like a foot away.
Okay. To get spooky really quick. Dog, come help. Dog also does force damage, so assuming K's damage helped, I'm assuming dogs will also.
Okay. Dog would have difficulty reaching the chains in the band. It could attack a pillar.
Was the pillar that broke on the same side as like where we were dealing damage to the
Yes.
Or okay, so I'll get Dog to attack the pillar that it appears that we should be harming, and we'll see if that helps.
Okay.
Pillar that broke?
No, not the one that broke, like the next one we're
Oh, the
trying
next
to.
one. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah, so-
but if this was the one we broke, then
We are. Well, this pillar here.
Anna, I don't know where you went, but
It's the one
I
that
hope
broke.
you're making sure no one gets through that door.
Yeah, and now while you're down, like you finish like cramming that hand axe, and you're like,
no, that's not.
and you're like, yes. And then as you're like, yes, you watch like as the temple walls like flicker and then like slowly like rise back up in light, but not quite as bright as they were before. And you're like,
All right. Yeah, I'm booking back to try and help.
okay.
What did you do?
Yeah, just kind of run up.
We need to break one more. Do you have another beetle?
Yes, I have lots of things actually. I would switch from a beetle to a firefly.
Okay,
A
we need to
firefly?
put a bit more magic into,
Yeah.
and I'm looking at whichever new one we've decided to go after.
Okay. See, well, which one do you guys want to go after? Because you broke the top one that I've X'd out there.
How about this one?
Yeah, the one opposite of it.
Okay. Perfect.
Sounds good.
Wait, the one opposite of it?
Yeah, why not?
Like that one?
Okay.
Why wouldn't we do like this one? Because then it's not like, I feel it would be easier to distribute outwards in one direction. Like, otherwise it's unbalanced on either side. But that might be okay, but we really just want to fuck it up on one side and then just keep, like, nailing it. At least that's how you typically fuck structures over.
Well, the thing that Anna had specifically said it needs 3 pillars to function.
Yeah.
And it doesn't recommend running on 2, so I think it, like, explodes if it only has 2.
So we don't care about the 2? Because I also thought, like, we were trying to fuck up the orb. Which is why I was like...
That's what we were trying to fuck up, but we fucked up the rod. So we figured out something that worked, so might as well go with the thing that worked.
Okay.
So you're doing this. That one.
Sure, we can do that one.
That, or that one. Right or bottom?
Right.
Okay. And so Cran is just like, so it need magic.
That's what Syl deduced.
And you're gonna see Cran go and grab her weapon, that large jagged blade, and as she comes up, she's like, I need someone make a crack.
Like in the pillar.
And the chain.
Does this world have bolt cutters?
Not that you own.
Yeah.
It's just gotta be at crack, right?
Yeah, like, and like she's kind of like insinuating like same kind of thing you did with the other one.
Oh, okay.
Keep going.
All right, so then rather than a firefly, then I will use my weaker magic beetle.
We can still use the firefly. She essentially just wants something done to the chain.
Yeah. Sweet. Yeah. Can I whip it out?
Yep. So make the firefly, is that just ranged attack as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're gonna crit on that.
Nat 20 on that firefly.
20 on-
Yay.
Okay, roll
But
that damage.
unfortunately, the damage is kind of meh usually. Oh, okay.
Well, it'd be
so...
2d8 because
Yep.
crit.
Roll another D8.
Yay, that's really exciting. Is it plus anything though? No, just straight up D8. Okay, now I get to math. What is that number?
That is 11. Yep.
Okay, so you cast your firefly. Kay, are you taking another swing with your chipped sword? Your
Yep.
blade knife? Sylvania, what are you hitting it with? Lightning? Okay.
Dog.
Well, dog is, I think, attacking the pillar.
Fair enough.
So you're attacking it, and now that the orb is no longer connected to all 4 pillars, it's jostling a little bit as it's as you guys are hitting the chain. And I want you to make a perception check for anyone who's there.
I'd be
17.
scared if Theo was making a perception check because we were messing with this thing.
Suddenly there's just a giant pillar. I'm in an orb of darkness. I can't see shit right now.
17, and 14. So you all hear it. The doors downstairs, you can hear something go thump, hard against them. So good idea with the rope and the hand axe.
Okay, we gotta hurry. We gotta hurry. Once we get this, everyone run and jump out jump off the roof.
Jump up.
What? That's a terrible idea.
No, it's a great idea.
This was a thing that was done at one point, though, if I remember correctly.
Yes, I jumped off the roof yesterday. I have things.
I did it yesterday. It's fine.
I'm not a flying squirrel.
You don't have to be a flying squirrel.
You
There's
just need to stick the
2, 3,
landing.
4,
Tuck and
5.
roll.
I can save us.
Oh, Syl, do you have Featherfall?
Yes.
Yeah, I just like,
Actively asks the entire group that publicly with Syl to calm everyone the fuck down.
no, I think you should just jump. I did it yesterday. It's fine. I think that's good enough.
It's close enough. It's fine.
It's close enough. I did it yesterday. It opens up a whole can of worms if you jumped off the roof, but
I told you I've made it up here before.
Yep.
Jumping off the roof is actually easy as long as you stick a landing. And it's not more than 2 stories.
You don't need a parachute to skydive. You only need a parachute to skydive twice. So, as you guys are, like, you hear the banging on the door down below. Like, Sylvania, you're still kind of up there, like, looking at the chain, and there's marks on the chain, but you haven't made any kind of crack in it quite yet. And especially considering that, like, you can all hear shouting coming from downstairs as well. And you can distinctly hear both Orbiter and Thimold currently.
Good. They're both. Kay is gonna vocally go, I can't hurt either of them. We need to hurry.
So you guys kind of are getting the feel that you're running a bit low on time. Like, especially the temple flickering kind of tipped them off.
Okay, I'm going to pull out the communication orb and say, we almost have it. If the attack starts now, it will work. I think that's less than 20 words.
Yeah, it's 25.
Almost,
25 is the...
We almost have it.
We almost
you
have
attack
it.
now, it will work. So
Yeah, you're good.
You're good.
So you pull the orb and you say that quickly, and there's a pause. And... Wonderful. I must say I'm surprised. And Sylvania's the only one who hears this. But that's all you hear.
Bitches,
Let's
surprise!
go.
Excuse you! Sorry, I'm very upset about things I didn't actually hear.
I'm used to that statement, because just like whenever I succeed at anything, there's like 10 people like, I'm surprised that worked.
To be fair, even as soon as we break this, jump off the roof. There was
I'm just laughing at the fact that I'm surprised that worked. Probably translate to "Good job, Sil." Amazing.
Good
Why?
modifier.
That just means I did an amazing job. So
Why
I'm
are
just
you
like
so
gleeful,
amazing?
like completely gleeful now as I'm continuing to attack this string.
She's
Okay.
doing a good job, guys.
So what are you all attacking it with?
Magic beetle.
My
Glove.
bluntish sword!
Sorry, what did you say, Sylvania?
The glove, the lightning glove.
Okay, so you're all still just using the cantrips. Okay.
Oh, I'm also using my force shenanigans.
Yeah. Well, it's a bonus action that you can use every turn. I'm just going to treat it as a cantrip for the sake of this.
Well, the only other thing I have is catapult, and I already tried that last time, and it didn't seem to do anything.
Yeah, when you shot the orb itself. So you're all just like kind of wailing on this thing. Cran is going to head over towards the top of the stairs. And kind of looking down, just like, and she kind of looks back up, like, they're cutting the rope. Hurry.
Oh.
As she can see, like, a sword just like judged through the like the door's been like partially pushed, like wedged open, and the sword is like sawing through the rope.
Conveniently, it's a sword, so it's not an efficient way to saw through rope.
It'll still work eventually. Let's hurry.
I'm trying! What else do you want me to do?
Yeah. Do you want us to make like more attacks or?
Like at the moment, you guys have, you're like marking the chain, like it's doing something to the chain, but you've not yet cracked it. But like it is up to you if you want to keep throwing your cantrips at it, whether you want to do something bigger, what
I don't think my spells. Okay, I'll ask everyone to step back 10 feet. And I'm giving them like I think enough time, but I'm also doing this really quickly, and I'll try a frost wasp.
Okay, so you're whipping a frost wasp at it.
Yeah, that's the best thing I have. That's not a cantrip. That might do something.
Okay.
Which is a first. I'm using a first level slot. So to hit.
Oh god, that's
No,
gonna do
no.
an AoE effect, isn't it?
That's why I asked you guys to move. It's gonna do it anyways, regardless of the crit fail. But that is a crit fail.
Yeah, roll me
Aiming at the
a
chain.
and
D20.
roll me d20. 19.
So
okay.
19 for the surge.
So you didn't surge on it. You got a nat 1. So roll me a severity.
Oh yes. Come on, high. That's an 86.
86. Okay.
Yay!
So you reach into your bag to pull out that little like frozen frost wasp nest, and you go and you throw it at the pillar, and you miss completely. Like it just lobs past, and because you're standing, I guess it's very sad. Like you throw it, like it just rolls down the stairs. Like it goes past the orb, hits on the other side here, rolls down this flight of stairs, and it's sitting there silently, and then this swarm of frost wasps just erupts. It doesn't hurt any of your allies, thankfully, but it does not actually do you any benefit.
So it doesn't like hurt the chain here.
No, the chains, like the 4 pillars are these inner ones. These outside things here are braziers.
Yeah.
Braziers.
Just braziers. All right.
Braziers for days.
I can try again. And I'm gonna try and read the room. Like, do I got some yay faces?
You do not have a yay face. I'm like, I want to just attack.
Okay, then I'll let you guys attack.
Hit it with everything.
Okay, so you guys are back to the cantrips and all that, wailing on this chain.
So.
Cran looks up. It's like, we don't have much time. And grabs her sword and rushes over to where you guys are at with the chain. Take a look at it. And Kay, she's kind of joining in with you and just taking her sword and just wailing down on this chain. And it's jostling with every hit because she's got a lot of force behind her attacks. But that's it. You're not quite getting through. You can also hear the splintering of the handle of that hand axe. And the slamming of the doors as they open up downstairs.
So, how did we crack the other chain?
You guys have been putting in a bunch of spells. Like, you'd had about 3 minutes of just, like, dumping spells into this
All right.
thing. So it's excessive amounts of damage.
So we are just doing the same thing we did before.
Yeah. And you can hear the thumping footsteps coming up these stairs. And I would like for you to roll me initiative. While they're doing that, Theo, you're
What's up?
ding. You're standing there by the tree as the shadows just envelop you, and
I hope I'm not going to die.
and you say, I'm just sure if your luck is spectacular or god awful, but for the love of God, shut up.
To be honest, I think it's a little bit on the god awful side. I agree with you there.
What are you doing out here?
Well, it's a long story. Remember how we went and saw
Ithariel?
Ithariel? I was playing, I was gonna almost say crazy bitch, but you remember how we went and saw Ithariel?
Yeah?
And we survived, fun fact, and then we struck a deal.
Oh, deals.
Which was
kind
to, sabotage, the light people. Yeah. Shut up. Anyway,
if you're going to be telling me jokes like these, you should get to my hut before anything hears us.
Actually, before we move, have you come across any big battle lately? Particularly between some people of some scions of light and a very undead, scary-looking dwarf.
Can't say that I haven't. I don't want to. Let's go.
Yeah,
And
okay.
he grabs your arm and he's
Excellent.
just like,
Oh shit! Oh god! Oh, Godric, I need to kind of get back to the temple. I left my companions there. We had a moment, to I mean it. We were sent to try and do some damage, and I got pulled out. We had an opportunity to mess up some shit, bro. I believe that's the phrase.
This whole time, he's just got you by the wrist and he just keeps walking.
Yeah. So I know I don't really. Could you? I kind of got lost again. So any direction back to the insane light bro temple would be lovely. Lovely.
And he's kind of chuckling. Trust me, you don't want to be there right now.
I don't. Why not? Why don't we want to be there right now?
And he kind of stops like, I assume you fancy living.
Well, yes, I do fancy living.
Then you don't want to be
there.
there.
My friends are there right now, Godric. I need to know, why don't I want to be there? Use your words, for the love of everything.
The wildlife here doesn't amass often.
Oh, they're amassing outside the dome then. Oh, maybe they are close to getting it down then. I grab his shoulder. We need to go. There. You need to point me in the way, Godric. Godric, I know you're terrified, and I know you don't like things there, but I made a deal, damn it, and I left my friends there, and they might need my help, damn it. I said damn it twice. That's how passionate I am about this.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Theo really likes us. He cares. I didn't know he could do that.
You're not here. You know nothing. Persuasion?
Yeah.
I rolled a 4.
That was persuasive as shit. Like, everybody knows you're full. Theo, you don't like people. What is this nonsense?
To be fair, Godric's only met me once.
Yeah.
So I know the wildlife. I know the wildlife is amassing, but truly, we made a deal.
I also like living.
I know
and
you
me
do.
living means me staying nowhere near there.
Could you at
if
least
you want
point
to go
me?
there, you can go that way. And he
Right.
points a direction, and it's like, keep going as quickly as you can, and hope you make it.
Insight check. Do I believe that he's pointing me to the right direction?
Can Give me an insight check.
Insight check. 19.
He has no reason to lie.
Okay,
As far as
excellent.
he's concerned, it's like, if you want to run headfirst into your own suicide, by all means, go right ahead. He just wants no part of it.
You don't want to meet me at least halfway? How do you get
It's
this
just
crazy
like-
little dark? How do you get this crazy dark dome thing going?
Spells.
Oh right, damn it. Okay, it's a spell. All right then. Well, I'm off to a temple.
Best of
You
luck.
sure you don't? You
Don't
sure you
die.
don't want to come along? There could be some loot involved.
Positive.
All right then. Well, thanks for stopping by. And then I head out in the direction that he goes in. Stealthily. I'm still being stealth. I'll roll another stealth check. Don't
Okay.
fail me now. I rolled a 20.
You've been doing good in the stealth checks. 2 21s
I'm
and a
going.
20.
Somebody loves me.
So you start hustling off towards in the direction that he sent you, and after about 2 hours, you're starting to kind of like you see off in the distance. You can see like just like cresting on a hill, like the dome of the temple.
Ooh.
It's still quite a ways off. But as
Really
you
far.
But as you spot it as well, you also feel this just wave of exhaustion just flood over your body as it dawns on you. It's like, oh shit,
shit.
the wake root is off.
Oh, damn it, I need to sleep. Okay.
And you figure, like, as this like exhaustion is just starting to kind of flood over you, figure you've got maybe about 15 or so minutes before it's worn off. And based off of the warning or the explanation you've been given, it's like the exhaustion kind of kicks your ass after it wears off.
I'm going to try and get as close to them as I can, and then I'm going to find another place. You know what? I'm going to push it. I'm going to push myself if I can.
Okay.
To try and get as close to the dome as I can.
Okay. So you're traveling during or with the for the last like 15-20 minutes of the wake route.
Yep.
And then as that hits its end, you suffer 2 points of exhaustion.
2 points of exhaustion? Holy shitball!
I appreciate that the person that deals with exhaustion the most is Theo.
It's me!
This feels very on character for you now.
Ah, damn. Where the hell do I put exhaustion?
It's under conditions. Down to the bottom, you can set your exhaustion level.
Oh my god. On D&D Beyond or on our thing?
On D&D Beyond.
Okay. I'm so not seeing it at all. Oh, there it is. Oh,
Conditions, active conditions, and then 2 levels of exhaustion is...
2 levels of exhaustion.
Problematic for
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
problematic.
Because that
Yeah, maybe.
is disadvantage on ability checks, and your speed is halved.
Yep, it sure is.
So as that exhaustion kind of sets in on you, you can still see the temple. It's still ways away. What are you going to do?
But I don't have any more wake route.
Nope, because they only gave you the bit that they were using to get out there.
Yep. I'm gonna try and make my way back till I'm within sight of the dome.
So you're continuing on towards the temple.
Yep. I don't know where my buds are.
So you figure at the speed you're going, you're looking at probably about 3 hours to reach the temple.
This is gonna suck. And I'm gonna make my way.
So roll me a is it con save?
Constitution?
Yeah, con saving throw.
3.
You're at level 3 exhaustion.
Oh my god.
as you trek for that first hour. You're still moving at half movement speed, but you are currently at 3 levels of exhaustion.
Damn it. I'm going to find a tree, and I'm going to lean against that tree.
Okay. Are you climbing the tree, or are you
I'm climbing the tree. I'm going to climb the tree, and I'm going to sit, and I guess I'm going to have to take a short goddamn rest.
Short rest does not alleviate exhaustion, by the way. It's long rest.
No, yeah, I can't. Yeah, literally, I don't know. I'm gonna try and catch my breath.
So
but I'm concerned. I don't know. I don't know if they're in trouble. I just know that things are massing.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to get there as quickly as I can.
So you take a little bit and you rest, and as you're kind of sitting there, you're not feeling your energy coming back to you after you rest for a little bit.
Okay,
are you pushing on for another hour, or are you stopping?
I'm gonna try and go. I'm gonna push on for another hour.
Okay, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
No.
4.
I have to stop now.
Oh, sweet Sally.
Yeah, I have to stop. I literally climb another tree, and I'm mad at myself.
So you climb another tree. Right now, your hit point maximum is halved. You're at 4 levels of exhaustion.
Yep.
And you're just kind of like tucking yourself into the tree. Like you find a decent sized tree. You're just kind of like able to there's a bit of like a groove into the trunk of the tree at the base of the branch, and so you just kind of like tuck yourself back into that as much as you can. From where you are, you can see the temple. You figure, based off of how quickly you've been moving, you're probably about an hour away. But down in the, as you're sitting there, just kind of like resting, you can hear like the howling of the Shadow Hounds off to your right, quite a ways, and you can hear a lot of them. But you're at that point where you're like, I don't think I can continue.
No. I'm really mad at myself. I'm like swearing. I'm cursing this goddamn damn realm. Okay. I'm just pulling the chain tighter on my wrist. I'm mad.
Alrighty. And so back in the temple. Actually, before we get into the comp, we're going to take a quick break here. So we'll be back in about 10-ish minutes. It's a good thing Theo didn't start out with 3 levels of exhaustion. You'd be really bad state at that point.
So according to the I had 2. Yeah, so I'm at 4 levels of exhaustion.
Yeah.
I'm and if I reach 6, I die.
I was wondering when that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6th level exhaustion is death. 5th level, 5 is speed is reduced to 0.
Yeah.
So you stop moving. That's probably bad to stop moving on the ground in this realm.
Yeah. So I pushed it. I was hoping, I'm like, maybe I'll roll, but I'm not rolling high for Constitution. So
yeah, I was actually really surprised. It's for how low the con save, there was a 3 and
my
then a 4.
One maybe. My next one maybe.
You could have gotten to the temple on that.
Could have gotten to the temple, but do I want to try? But I just rolled that.
Yeah.
If I say, hey, I'm going to try and push to the temple now, I still probably would have made it.
Watch the next 5, 6 are just going to be all high, and then it's like, you know what? Maybe I'm having good luck now. I'm going to roll for the next one. It's like 1.
Yeah. 1. Yeah. Roll 20 likes to fuck me. So.
In every opportunity it can, aside from when you're properly rolling.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, aside from when you're just doing test rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be back in 10 or so minutes. I will remember to turn on the right screen this time. 2, 3, we are back. Okay, so you guys, those of you in the combat, place yourselves where you want to be. Cram would have.
Oh, hell yeah.
bin over here.
Okay.
Oh no, Merrick's on their side.
Well, we don't know that.
Well,
Hey,
we
well.
don't know that entirely.
So that's where everyone wants to be.
No,
Yeah.
hold on. I'm moving K.
Yeah, like you hear them like storming up the steps, so you kind of have time to like position yourselves a little bit of where you'd want to be. Cran was continuing to wail on that chain.
You mean the rope didn't hold? Do you have our initiative rolls? Do you see my 17?
Yeah, I just gotta add that here. So that's so Anna has a 17.
Oh, we're doing. That's. Oh, I'm. Where's
Yeah,
where's
he
the
asked for
button I need to
initiative.
press? Ah. That one.
Sylvania has 3. Kay has 16.
Okay, good. That means you saw it.
Okay, and for them. Anna, what's your dex score?
Oh, well, I don't like this at all. My dex is +1.
+1?
Or, yeah, for a 12. I'm gonna assume I'm not top of the initiative chart.
No, you managed to squeak in just barely.
All right.
Merrick is the only one out of the 3 of them that actually has a dex score.
Yes. Oh, this makes what I'm gonna hope to do so much better.
So Anna, you start.
All right. So I want to hand extended, and I'm gonna shout, just give us a moment and chill. And I'm gonna cast Millipedes. Its range is 90, and it'll. So I wanna, I guess, cast it like around here, so it'll hit all 3 of them.
We're so sorry, but just chill out, okay? We
Okay,
gotta do this.
So what is the range of it?
So 20. The range is 90 feet.
Or like the like how big of a
20.
area?
Sorry, 20 feet. Yeah.
20-foot
So I should
radius
be
or
able to hit,
diameter?
square. If I'm recalling correctly. Millipedes surged forth from the ground in a 20-foot square, starting from a point within range.
Okay.
So it turns the ground into difficult terrain, and creatures in the area when I cast the spell must succeed. Oh, this one's a strength saving throw. Mistakes were made. That's okay. Strength saving throw to the 2 real strong guys.
Maybe they'll fail.
Maybe they'll fail. Maybe they'll roll bad.
Yeah. What she got from me?
Okay, so they need, what's the DC they have to pass?
They have to pass a DC 13.
DC 13. Okay.
It's also a
Orbideer
first level
passes.
son of a gun. Still difficult.
Thimold fails.
Yes.
He rolled
Hey!
a 4. And Merrick fails, who rolled a 2.
Yay.
So
So
me.
Orbideer does not get entangled by it. Thimold and Merrick do, and they have to pass a strength check or use their action to make a strength check to break free, or is that the case?
Correct. So a creature restrained by the millipedes can use its action to make a strength check against my spell save DC
Okay.
on their turn.
Okay. Are you doing anything else on your turn?
With my bonus action, I keep forgetting what bonus actions are good for. Not a whole lot.
Yeah.
You know what? I can summon Magic Beetle on a bonus action, I believe. Like ready a Magic Beetle.
To cast it, no, it's a one action.
Well, never mind. Yeah, that's my go.
Oh wait, no, never mind. I was looking at the wrong fucking spell. Never mind. Yeah, you can conjure them, but you can't throw them with a bonus action.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So you pull 3 new beetles out of your bag.
Hooray.
That's the same beetle, and he's just like,
You know the
I'm
cricket from
so.
Mulan?
It's got like the little swirlies for eyes right now. Like I'm so tired.
alrighty. So Thimold is going to try and break free. Oh, that is a 13 on his dice, so he's now free. Merrick got another 3, so he is not free. Okay, so... that is not what I wanted. Go away, little square. Merrick is still restrained. Okay, so Orbideer. He looks and he sees the whole group of you, and you just watch his expression go from like a little bit of confusion initially to just pissed. Where's my ruler? 15. Yeah, so he has to go around. Actually, this is difficult terrain.
Correct.
So he goes 5, 10. He goes there. Thimold is going to follow him. And Merrick's still stuck. That puts us on to... Merrick can't see you because he's still too far down the stairs, so he can't twang at you. And he's also stuck because he failed his strength check again. So that puts us to K.
I want to hit Merrick with an arrow.
You would not be able to hit Merrick with an arrow.
He's down.
He's down the stairs. Like, this ridge right up here, right
Okay,
above
fine.
Merrick, is like
Then
the top of the stairs. He's down below
Fine.
that.
Fine. I'll hit Orbideer? That one.
Okay.
I'm gonna aim an arrow with the full intention of doing Hail of Thorns.
Okay.
I'm assuming because my bag is relatively close enough to me that this is fine.
Oh yeah, like if you heard them storming up, so you'd have been able to grab your weaponry or whatnot as
Perfect.
they were coming
I
up.
want to do that. Well, fuck.
You fire your shot, and it just glances off the pauldron on his shoulder.
That makes sense.
Hey, Kay, can you take a step back?
Sure. And as my movement, based on the request of my teammate, is that enough, or would you like me
Preferably
to move farther back?
You can go all the way there.
Go all the way where? All the way. All right.
All the way.
Cool. At this point, since I didn't actually hit anything, I'm just gonna... That's my turn. Yay!
Okay. And that puts us on to Cran. Which fruit is she gonna opt for? Mel, high or low?
Let's go high.
Okay. Cran is going to rush to the bottom of the steps, stepping into the millipedes, so she is in that difficult terrain area as well.
Okay.
And she's going to take a swing with her cleaver at Orbideer. Or big ass Pokemon. That is a 19 on the dice plus strength.
Wanted to avoid the moiter.
That hits. 4 damage. You see, kind of like with her big one, just bring it down, and like Orbiter starts to like bring up a shield, but the blade comes down, like hits the top of the shield and comes down onto his shoulder, and you see him kind of like wince in a little bit as Cran brings back and comes in for a second attack. And that hits.
Can we adopt Cran?
Cran, will you join us forever?
Well, that's essentially what we've done.
So that was... Okay, so Cran has laid 2 heavy hits into Orbideer. And after the first hit, you even see a bit of Cran's posture change a bit. Like that first swing, like when she got there, like there was kind of that moment of hesitance as she brought the weapon up. The second hit, there was no such resistance, no such hesitation.
Understood.
That puts us on to Sylvania.
All right. So step. I am going to strap a rocket to a piton from my inventory, drop it, and let it fly at these two. So the first guy needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That is a 2.
Okay,
So
he
he is
failed. So the damage hits him. Okay, brilliant.
Roll me that damage.
Oh, that's not horrible. 15?
15 points of
Bludgeoning?
damage. Okay. And that's bludgeoning damage.
Yes. And then I will use my bonus action to tell Dog to move there. Would Dog be able to attack him from there?
No, because of you're up higher on the stairs. Dog would actually have to move down, in order to be able to attack.
Okay.
Yeah, Dog would have to move down there. Basically, Cran, the position that Cran put herself in, put herself there to stop them from being able to go up the stairs. Or at least this
Could
stairwell.
Dog move like here and like just like hop down? It wasn't that tall, was it?
Yeah, Dog could hop down without taking any damage, and like attack, but wouldn't be able to attack from the stairwell itself.
Okay, I'm going to tell Dog to hop down there and attack. That's Obadiah?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to tell Dog to go there and attack Obadiah. So my turn ends. Then it's Dog's turn.
Okay.
So Dog goes there. And I can't remember. 1 sec. I need to see what Dog's attack bonus is. +4.
Did I not add a dog attack to your character sheet?
I don't think so. Let me double check. Yeah, I don't see one.
Okay, I'll make a note to add dog attack.
Oh, I assume an 8 doesn't hit. So
8
Dog
definitely
goes
does not
over
hit.
and tries, but does not.
Okay. Alrighty, so like Dog tries to like jump up, it's like tries to get its mouth around, or tries to get like the claws like to dig into the armor, but Orbiter's armor is just too thin, just can't actually get any solid grip on it. Annah. You're muted.
Specifically thought I unmuted. Whoops.
Whoops.
Moving here. I don't know why I pinked that. You can see where I've moved. And oh shoot, am I still 30 feet within 5? 10? Yeah, so I'm still 30 feet within Cran's range, and I wanna like be a voice in Cran's head and just say like, Cran, deep cleansing breaths. Deep cleansing breaths. You're okay. You're here with us. And just try and like calm her down from her blood rage that I think she's kind of going into.
Okay.
Which I assume can be like a bonus action to.
Yeah, it's a free action to talk.
Yeah, cool. And then I'm gonna whip another frost wasp at the pillar here.
Okay. Roll me a persuasion for your chatting with Cran.
Oh, why you do me like this? All right.
Because I'm a horrible monster. You should know this by now.
It's painfully average. It's an 11.
Okay. Okay, so and roll me the attack for the frost wasps.
It's a 17.
You definitely hit the chain this time.
Yay.
So roll me the damage for the attack.
Expend a spell, and I'm also going to quickly just roll my magic surge.
Yep, that too.
20. Okay, so that's fine. All right, so attack damage 1d10, so 7 damage for the initial.
The initial hit, yep, and then roll me the frost wasp's damage because it auto fails its dex save because it is immobile.
Yep. So 2d6. 9 damage.
Plus another 9.
Yep.
Okay.
And can I see how it's looking?
Now that you're actually like you're noticing, even though you had hit it with like numerous beetles before, just in general, higher powered spells seem to have more of an effect on the chain, or on the object in general. So the chain is still like connected, but you do notice that like that one frost wasp did quite a bit more than your cantrips did.
Butt crack?
Not quite.
No butt crack.
No butt crack. No plumber butt.
And yeah, I guess I'll stay here. We need to get this thing broken. So I mean, really, there's no leaving until that happens. So I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay. That puts us to them. Orbiter kind of stares Cran in the face, and he's like, stand down, savage. As he pulls out his sword and takes a swipe at Cran. And that hits. Damage. And he gets a hefty hit across Cran's chest. And from even like it's like Cran kind of like staggers back a little bit. Like you can see, like she had like the fur pelts that had been draped over. You can see a little bit of blood, kind of soaking into it.
Oh dear.
Thimold is actually going to start going this way. And is going to get to here. And he's going to pull, as he's coming, he's pulling out his sword, and he's going to take a swing at you, Sylvania. Does a 22 hit you?
Let me roll a wild magic surge as it doesn't hit me because shield. Or wait, or does it? What is my normal AC again? I need to remember. 1 second.
19?
Yeah, 19. So,
And do you have your shield on?
Was.
Do you have your shield on?
Yes.
Shield is a reaction, isn't it?
No,
and
like
then
physical shield. Yeah, like physical shield.
And I cast shield. So let me roll my wild magic surge. Oh, it was a 7 that time. That's fine.
That's no
fine, you don't
fun.
surge.
You're supposed to surge, cast fireball, and blow the fuck out of you and the bad guys so that we can heal you and move on with our day.
Actually, I'm curious. Because Fireball is a 20-foot radius?
Ugh.
Yeah, if Sylvania cast fire or had Fireball activate on herself,
The
she'd
pillar would
take
be
all of
gone.
you.
Yeah, but chances are the pillar would all the pillars would be fucked. So at that point, then the team's strategy would be get the fuck away, pick up our almost corpses, and get us out of there. Which I think would be heavily doable.
Plausibly. And then Merrick is going to try and free himself from these goddamn millipedes, but the 4 is not going to succeed.
Hooray!
Fuck you, Merrick.
Join us.
Merrick's just like, every time he moves, he's just getting more and more millipedes stuck in his pant legs. Like, you can hear him swearing from down below. That puts on to K. What you doing?
Well, since I've determined that trying to hit people is a bad idea, I'm going to move. Well, actually, I'm going to take my a shot with my arrow. But like Anna, as Anna mentioned, we need to take these pillars out. This shit should be the priority. Kay's gonna listen to Anna for once because she
For
caused
once.
most of this problem, anyways. Kay is going to aim his arrow at like a pillar
Right beside Anna.
Oh, I actively understand no matter what I do, like I actually no, I can aim it here. That's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to aim it at the floor, but within actually no, I'm going to aim for this pillar. Fuck Anna. I'm sorry. I have to do it for the sake of the team. I'm going to aim for this pillar and I'm going to aim to Hail of Thorns it cuz magic, so it go boom and hits all the pillars with thorns. That's what I'm hoping for.
Okay.
I have no idea how this is going to work or if this roll is even going to be remotely successful.
I hope Anna remembers that.
I don't know what I rolled.
20. You hit the pillar.
Hey!
So
Do I
roll-
hit the pillar?
You hit the pillar. You hit the pillar. Roll me the damage.
You also hit
Okay,
Anna.
so
You definitely hit Anna. Well, with
I would have
Anna doesn't
laughed
take
if you didn't
the
hit the pillar.
well. Anna doesn't take damage from the
Anna
initial hit.
doesn't
Anna just
take
takes
this
damage from the
damage.
Hail of Thorns.
yes, which I have to double check what I'm rolling.
Yeah, and
Hail
is
of
Hail of Thorns
Thorns.
auto or is Hail of Thorns deck save?
Hail of Thorns. If you no, just regular
I
dexterity
expect
saving
somebody
throw.
to tattle later to Dad.
It's a dex saving throw of 11.
Okay, so Mel, make me a deck save,
Ooh.
and the pillar and chains auto fail their deck save. So Anna
16.
dodges for, is it half damage?
It is half damage, yes.
Okay. And the chains and pillars auto fail their deck save. So roll me the damage.
Well, 4 damage.
Also roll me the wild surge
Oh.
with the surge chance.
Yep.
Nope. Why
Definitely not
couldn't you
doing
have
that
done that? Not that it would have actually mattered, because the base arrow hitting shit did nothing. Because it's the arrow itself isn't magical. It's the thorns that are magical. So, sue me.
So you hit that pillar, and you just watch as the thorns just the shaft of the arrow explodes as it hits this pillar, and just those shards just go scattering across. You watch as Anna's trying to dodge it. The arrowhead just kind of nicks Anna's cheek. So Anna takes 2 points of slashing damage.
My bad, but also I'm trying to listen to you. So, but Kay also runs this way.
Okay.
So Kay is on the stairs. I'm assuming I can still see the chains and everything from here.
Yes.
Perfect.
And the chain specifically the chain you guys had been working on, which was... If it would do the goddamn fucking ping.
Technology.
D&D Beyond, why you do this to me? Or, not D&D Beyond, Roll20, why you do this to me? Yeah, that chain, it's looking a bit worse for wear.
Does it look cracked?
From 10 feet away, you cannot tell. But you're noticing that the chain is no longer pulled taut. Like there's a slight dip to it. Cran is going to take another swing. That hits. So that is... Okay. And then you see, like, gets a solid hit. Like, Orbiter's trying to get his shield up to try and, like, block these hits, but Cran's just, like, bludgeoning in with this weapon. Ooh, that is a nat 20.
Uh-oh.
I don't like this.
It's not on me. Never mind.
No, this is Cran attacking.
Yeah, I still.
Oh, never mind. Carry on. I very much did not hear this as Cran attacking.
I hear you. I'm just scared all the time. I'm just
You're
scared
in
all
a
the time.
fucking tree asleep. What
Yeah.
do you have to be scared of?
Nothing.
Falling out of a
Everything.
tree?
Of everything. I'm scared all the time whenever Aaron's like, that's a 20. I'm like, also.
So Orbiter takes that, like, with that nat 20, like, hard cleaving, like Orbiter got his shield up, but still takes that blow, and he ends up staggering back 5 feet, just from the impact of the blow. Merrick, have you gotten out of those fucking thorns yet? That's a nat 1. Merrick is now face down in millipedes.
Yeah.
You have ruined Merrick's day.
Do
Merrick,
we even
at
know
this-
Merrick's here? Like,
None of you
be
have
honest.
seen Merrick yet.
didn't show up.
At this point, my understanding, based on how we have a fear of heights out of a character, Merrick definitely has an aversion to bugs now.
Oh, if he didn't
If we
before, he
ever
definitely
see
does
Merrick
now.
again.
So-
Merrick is not a fan of bugs.
Theo from asleep in his tree goes, and now Jamie must pop out to do IRL things.
Yep, go grab Husbando.
Husbando. Good night, everyone. It was fun.
Best waifu.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, I need to... Nope, that is not the right one.
You say if I've ruined his day, but I feel like I've ruined it twice now. Your family was loitered. Here's some bugs.
Yeah. Oh, that's not the right one. There we go. That's the right one. And...
Do 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 do.
Mana.
Mana.
Okay. So with yeah, you know that Merrick's there because you can hear him swearing. But at this point, Merrick's just face down, just covered in bugs. He managed to get himself partially free, took a step, slipped on the bug guts from the previous one he stepped on, and just falls flat on his face again. Oh, I'm an idiot. That wasn't even Merrick's turn. Oh well, he's still that's still what happens to him in his next turn. Because Cran went Sylvania. Sorry, I moved Orbiter and I'm like, it's enemy's turn. It's like, no, it's not. Sylvania, what are you doing?
Okay, I am going to strap on a lightning glove and target my good friend in a lot of metal armor here, which means I have advantage on the attack.
It's going to be a shocking experience, we hope.
Enlightening.
I'm glad I had advantage. It might not have been enough. 13.
13 does not hit.
I have advantage, and I rolled a 4 and a 7. Come on. For my bonus action, I'm going to tell Dog to disengage and come assist me. So my turn ends. Dog uses the disengage action. Will come over. That was the right. So it was 5, 10, 15, 20.
Okay. So dog is now standing beside you.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, can I get Dog to stand? No, never mind. Yeah, that's good.
Technically, you could have dog there if you wanted, because dog would have essentially had to jump up this onto this step and go up. So it's doable if that's where you want dog.
No, I think I'll leave Dog there. That's an okay place for Dog.
Okay. So that puts us to Anna.
I wanna talk to Cran again, and how is she looking? Just
She's like you're kind of like seeing her shoulders kind of like heaving a little bit, and like she's got like you can't see her face because she has her back to you at the moment. But she is very much fixated on Orbideer at the moment.
fixated on Orbideer. All right.
At some point, you're gonna need to slap a slug on that woman's shoulder.
Very-
Just saying.
Yep. It's hoping to save a spell slot for that. All right. Which probably can't. So I wanna try like frantically talking to Cran again. And just try and get her attention and be like, Cran, I'm here with you. I'm gonna pull you away now. I'm gonna grab you. Like try to make it very clear that I'm about to touch Cran, but I also want to be prepared in case she like tries to backhand me or something.
Okay.
No!
Roll me a persuasion check.
If I ever needed a good check. Damn it. Yeah, the little voice in her head's not doing so well. It's an 8.
Okay. And so what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to like pull her pant leg and be like, Cran, we need you here. No more fighting. Like, come with me. And pull her back towards the altar thing.
Okay. So as you grab onto Cran's pant leg, you do watch his initial response is like turns and like brings like she's got like a weapon, like brings it up as if she's getting ready to swing back. And you see that moment of hesitation as she sees you.
Okay, I'll be like, good. Come here, Cran. Come with me. Like, gotta hit the chain. Can I keep talking? Like,
Yeah, keep talking.
yeah, and like,
Yeah, go ahead.
walk, just like walk back, like trying to. I'm not pulling her anymore, but like trying to coax her. Like now that she's looking at me, keeping eye contact, speaking in her head, like, we just need to hit the chain, and we're gonna go home. We're gonna get out of here.
I'm gonna escape.
Escape. You see, like Cran, like looks to you, looks back at Orbideer, looks to you, looks back at Orbideer. Are you doing anything else on your turn?
I would also like to.
Considering that was
look at the chain.
all essentially free action and movement. So
All right. I'd like to look at the chain.
you're investigating the chain.
Yes, please.
Okay, roll me investigate.
Oh no! Crit fail. 3.
You hear
You're
Merrick
too
swearing. You hear Merrick swearing downstairs, and between Merrick swearing and like just your fixation on Cran at the moment, like you're kind of like language, and then you kind of like focus on like Cran's. And your attention is a little bit too split at the moment.
Yep. All right. Cool. All right, Beanard, this is on you. Take care of the chain.
Beanard just like you just feel him crawl back down to like the neck of your shirt. That puts us to their turn. Well, Merrick already nat 1'd and fell face first into the bugs.
Right.
Orbiter kind of laughs. Oh no, because he can't hear you because you're talking in Cran's head. So Orbiter's going to take a step forward and re-engage Cran. And you just hear him kind of like jeering at it. It's like, what, you think they're gonna protect you? You think they care? Like the others. And take another swing at her. And that is going to hit. And he gets a solid hit in on her shoulder.
Smack at that shoulder with Slugsworth!
And
then what?
He's got his shield in hand. He pulls back. He's just kind of like laughing at Cran. Thimold is going to take a swing at Sylvania.
With disadvantage, because dog will use its reaction to do the, what's it called? Deflect attack.
I feel bad.
I feel like Cran's about to die.
No.
Don't say that.
Topple one of the dice. Can I? No, I can't actually show the dice. It was still 20s.
Double crit.
Yeah, I saw it.
Ah!
So with disadvantage, still crits.
Unacceptable.
I mean, it's possible.
Yeah, but like...
That's like, I feel bad
the
because...
first time I've ever used this ability because I'm not riding dog at the moment, and like he still crits.
You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
The odds of that happening were only 1 in 400. It was bound to happen during this campaign at some point.
And considering the amount of times we've had a 1 on one side and 20 on the other.
I think we've also had multiple 1s next to each other, so...
Double 1s. We've seen double 20s as well. Though usually those have been on ability checks.
That doesn't... I checked the odds for rolling 2 consecutive D20s as 20s.
Yeah, so you take that damage, and then that is Thimold's turn. That puts us to K.
So, same thing as the first, or same turn as essentially before.
Second verse, same as the first.
Anna, you told me, you communicated that this needed to happen. I'm sorry. And I'm gonna aim for the same pillar I did as last time, mostly because my options are hit Anna, who is alone, not actively being attacked by anyone, or hit Syl, who just got hurt real bad, and dog.
No, I knew what I got into when I needed to look at the pillar. You do you, boo.
So yeah,
Or
I'm
chain, rather.
gonna try to hit that pillar again.
Okay, roll me an attack. Nat 20. Okay. And you are Hail of Thornsing this, I'm assuming?
Of course, I need to Hail of Thorns it. Do I need to roll?
Roll me damage.
Roll me my damage. Okay, damage.
Okay.
Woo! That pillar got fucked by my arrow that does jack shit.
And roll me your Hail of Thorns, and Anna, roll me a dex save.
Yep. Can do.
Anna, nat 20 is that dex save. So Anna, you're gonna take 0 damage from the dex save on this.
Oh, it's 0?
Yeah. Yeah, I usually rolls like if you nat 20, like a dex save to take half damage. It's like you just take none. You actually catch the arrowhead this time. You're just like, oh!
Ow.
She catches the thorn.
Love it. Ouch.
And can you roll me one more d10?
Oh, right, because I crit.
For another 3 damage. You doubled your damage.
Yay?
So you fire that arrow and it hits the pillar and it shatters out. And Anna, with your
Anna
proximity,
was expecting it this time.
Yeah, Anna was fully expecting it, fully ready, and like it's one of those moments where there's this like silhouette drawn on the ground with the thorns jabbed in, and there's like nothing where Anna's standing.
That's great.
But you do manage, or like Anna, you hear like a distinct like tink, as the hit. As the arrow hits and shatters. Okay, are you doing anything else on your turn?
No, because there's really nothing I can do. I'm gonna just chill out there.
Okay.
Wait.
This is Cran's turn. Anna's high or low?
Hi.
Okay. You watch as like after taking the blow to the Cran's shoulder, like she's like glares at him and then looks back, and just in time to watch like the arrow shatter on that pillar and just like scatter everywhere. And you can as she like looks at you, can see that bit of hesitation in her eyes, and I'll get you to roll me one more persuasion check.
The power of, I don't know, friendship. Frig! No!
Friend's gonna die on us, isn't
Severity?
she? That's what's gonna happen, right?
Okay, that's not how this works. I'm gonna roll
I
that severity.
mean, at the rate you're going, you're not gonna convince her to not try to beat the crap out of Orbideer.
But just because she beats the crap out of him doesn't mean she's gonna die.
That's dependent on whether or not she succeeds at beating the crap out of him.
It's a 59 on my severity roll.
Yep. Cran looks back to you and just turned and taking another swing at Orbideer. That is a 20.
Dirty.
Nope.
Oh,
she rolled shit on the damage dice though.
Good. No murder.
What, do you want to protect the guy we're currently trying to kill?
No, that's not even remotely what I want. I just want no murder.
Takes no. Cran has not missed yet, which is impressive on account of Orbideer's AC. And that is not. Okay. So Cran takes 2 more like heavy swings into Orbideer with that with that first hit being a nat 20, like knocks him back those 5 feet, and then she just takes that step forward and continues wailing down on him with this massive blade of hers. That rolls us into Sylvania.
Well, let's see if lightning bolting him this time will work. Well, not lightning bolt, but lightning hand.
Shocking grasp.
It'll be a shocking experience.
17.
Not with a nat 1, it isn't.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
Wow.
17 life.
advantage, that's right. Because advantage on that. You are very lucky to have advantage on that.
Oh my god. Don't do that to me. Don't, like, Kay will run away from this fight and let you all die.
Actually,
Don't
I
want
only
Kay
got
to
hit
do that.
once.
you know what? At this point, we may as well just start flipping coins because the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rolls have been either max or min. And it's
Did
nat 1 on
did a 17
investigation,
hit
nat 20 on
and
the
I'm doing
longbow, nat 20 on the
damage?
dex save. 17 does not hit.
Bonus action, I will tell dog to make an attack, though I doubt dog will hit.
Okay.
Dog with a +4. Oh, that's a nat 20 for dog.
Dog will
So I
hit
guess
then.
dog does hit.
Okay, roll me the damage.
The
The pattern
damage would be
continues.
2d8 plus 2 then. So that's
I don't know.
13 force damage.
Okay.
Imagine that though, the D&D character that can only hit 1s or 20s.
Cursed.
At the same time,
the chaos
though,
sorcerer, not even
I-
wild magic, just chaos sorcerer.
I would be so on board with that because that would be hilarious. It's either that or someone that rolls the laws of averages. So, like, if he rolls above 10, like you just keep going the average roll. So you make them roll 2 numbers, and then it's like you rolled a 17 and a 7. It's a 10. Just you cannot do. You're just boring as sin. You're perfectly average. You can't do anything special ever. Or when you can, it's like 20/20 or 1/1, and then everyone's just sad.
Yep. Though if you had a character where it was essentially a flip a coin, nat 20 or nat 1s, you'd need to make both. You need to make the nat 1s a bit more punishing because either I succeed or I fail. So.
No, it's you succeed greatly.
Yeah.
Or you fail
miserably.
horribly. Yeah, it's absolutely that because it's like you either hit with a critical strike and then you do double damage, or you fail and you're prone.
Or worse.
Examples. Anyways.
Yep. Anyways, that puts us up to Annah.
It sure does. Okay, having feeling that this chain is successfully in a shitty state. 5, 10, 15. I want to climb Cran. Just her back, knowing full well that this might totally upset her, and I'm willing to take a hit. I'm willing to be bucked off to try and cure light wounds where Orbideer last hit on her neck shoulder area.
Okay. So you run down. You start scaling Cran like a tree.
Yep. Sorry, Cran.
Cran does not even notice. I was like, did she get a notice? Like, she rolled a 1. It's like, no, she doesn't notice shit.
All right. So, that'll be a roll for the surge.
Okay, so you don't surge. Roll for the healing.
2d8 plus 3. So 14. She heals for 14 points of damage.
Okay.
Health, whatever. And then I wanna say to her, like, specifically, like, I'm gonna kind of shout in her head, Cranberry, and hope that name kind of like maybe stirs something a little bit more between us.
Okay, roll me a persuasion.
Yeah. Cranberry, we need to go now. We're going home, and persuasion, it's a 12.
Okay. And are you staying on Cranberry's back?
Yes, I'm like trying to just be with her.
Okay.
Like I said I would be.
Okay. And is that your turn?
Could I get an attack? A move, a talk? Oh no, I used my
Used your action. Yeah.
I sure did.
Okay. That puts us to the enemies. Hey Merrick, how you doing? You doing okay down there, buddy? That's a 7. No, he's not. You've removed him from this entire fucking fight so far. I love it. Orbideer is actually... Yeah, he's going to take a swing at Cran. And actually, as he's... he sees you, like, up on Cran's shoulder and just is kind of laughing and just like... Should have saved that for yourself instead of the savage. And, let's attack. You see as Orbideer, like, brings his arm back and comes in for a swing. And you actually beat Orbideer's intimidation, for Cran. And, you see as Cran just brings her arm up and just grabs his wrist. And you just hear as Cran's like, "You will not touch her." And let's go.
What is Cran? Like, she's like, you've like reached social like 9 with Cran. She will die for you. What is this nonsense?
Well, this entire time it's been like, when it came to Cran and what Cran's doing, it's like, does Annah's persuasion beat out Orbideer's intimidation? And so far it has been no, until that one. Orbideer rolled really bad on his intimidation there.
Good.
He also failed his attack regardless. So that was just adding more flavor to his attack, but... Thimold. Thimold is going to take a attack at Sylvania. I assume that a 10 does not hit you.
No.
Even with your shield gone. So as like...
My shield? No, I still have my shield.
No, your magical spell shield.
Oh, yeah, that one's gone.
Yeah. Thimold goes and he takes a swing. As he's like springing his sword down, Dog kind of like butts him into the back of the leg. And just like kind of cause him to swing off strike. And that puts us to K.
Once again, but without hitting Anna this time. K is going to
I don't know,
shoot.
if you aim for that far pillar, you might be able to
I
still
know.
get her.
I mean, I'd have to aim for like right here-ish. No, my intent is to hit this pillar still, have Rain of Thorns probably explode, and try not to hit my friends.
Okay, roll an attack. 11 hits.
Hey!
It's an unmoving pillar. It does not have much in the way of AC.
I mean, what can I say, right? Obviously, Hail of Thorns will come after this. Damn! That was max damage! You bitch of a pillar that doesn't take normal damage! I hate you so much! Okay. And then... roll 1d 109. That's not gonna work out right, is it?
No, not at all.
What the hell is with the...
Another 3 for damage from K.
Well, at least the pillars are taking relatively consistent damage. Maybe one of these chains will snap at some point, the lights will flicker, and I will fuck right off. That's just really all I'm getting at from this.
Okay,
Obviously, I'm going to stay still because no one else is moving, so I'm like, well, I'm probably safe where I am because I have Sylvania as a meat shield and no one else can run directly to me. So...
yeah, because someone pinned Merrick to the fucking floor.
I don't know who did that, but clearly they're my friend.
See, I was going to have Merrick shooting at K a whole bunch, but that hasn't been an option yet. He hasn't gotten up the fucking stairs.
And what I appreciate is, Anna, you've done great. You've done so much greatness for the man that is K, that he's been consistently doing 3 to 6-ish damage on all of the pillars.
Good job, Kay. That's what we needed.
So that puts us to Cran. And so Cran just kind of looks over her shoulder briefly. It's like, is Jane correct?
Yes.
Then she's going to back up, and since you're kind of on her back, you're stuck coming with her. Which does provoke an attack opportunity from Orbiter. That does hit.
Sorry. My AC is really good.
Oh no, it's against Cran.
Oh. Oh, yeah, of course.
What is your AC right now, Anna?
13.
What is it?
It's real good.
Okay, so that does damage. Okay, and as soon as it's out of the way, like, nope, that stays. That stays there. Two of you come up here. So Cran comes up and is going to take a swing at the chain. That is not going to be enough. Okay. Yeah. So she takes her up and she takes a good hard swing down on the chain, and like the chain rattles. And you can clearly hear that like it's like the chain has cracked a bit. But it is still connected.
Okay.
She's gonna wind up for her second swing. That does not hit. That puts us to Sylvania. As Sylvania, you see Cran go up and start wailing on that chain.
Well, time to keep this guy distracted. And in fact, I am going to just step over here. And I am going to try to lightning grasp him again.
Okay, give me that roll. 23.
23.
You do hit. Roll me the damage.
Oh, brilliant. Lightning damage.
Finally.
Max lightning damage.
Awesome.
And he loses his reaction. I don't know if that will matter because he hasn't used it yet, but he has lost it.
Okay.
And then I will tell Dog to attack him and to step over here. So my turn ends. Dog steps over.
'Kay.
And Dog will attempt to attack him and does not hit him.
Nope, not even close. Alrighty. That swings us around to top of the order. Anna.
To me. I'm just gonna be like whispering words of encouragement in Cran's head, like, "You're doing real good, Cranberry. Just another hit." And trying to be super
Just
helpful.
bitch smack this chain real quick, please, with magic.
And Firefly, which I believe, what does it have, a range of 30 feet? Is Orbideer within 5, 10, 15, 20? Yes. All right. I'm gonna try and Firefly just in his face out of spite.
Okay.
Wah, wah, wah. Oh no. Nope. It's a 9.
Your firefly goes flying towards him, and as he's walking towards, just bats it off with his shield.
Okay, I will use my bonus action to just give him one of these. Just
I use my bonus action to raise my middle finger.
so, yeah.
Sit on this and rotate.
When you get to the elbow, ride's over. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of the flying fickle finger of fate?
Merrick, how you doing, buddy? Do you get a So Merrick is gradually sliding further down the stairs, just covered in bug guts. He got another nat 1.
So Merrick is dead. He's gonna have permanent trauma of bugs. Like, we may never see this character again, but man, is he not gonna be... He's not gonna be the same creature he was. Or he's gonna be an immense warrior with an impossibly bullshit fear of bugs.
I wanted to save him.
Well, he hasn't died yet.
Yeah, but you know. Oof.
How long? Like, actually, how long does that last? Is it concentration up to a minute?
Oh. It actually could be very well gone. I haven't been paying attention. My apologies. It's
No,
just
that-
been hilarious.
It has been hilarious. It's been my fault to not double check that as well.
I don't think it's been 10 rounds yet, though.
Oh, no, not anywhere near.
No, it would not necessarily for the 10 rounds, but
Okay, until it needs to be cleared, with each 5-foot diameter portion requiring at least 1 minute to clear by hand. So he could clear a path.
oh, that's the wrong one.
Oh, it doesn't go away, so he has to.
Well,
clear it.
the concentration or up to 1 minute is for the keeping him bound.
Gotcha. All right, I was also looking at the wrong one. Whoops.
I mean, he might have had the ability to escape from being bound naturally, but then he rolled 2 crit ones.
Yeah, he's just like. Well, the spell ends Millipede's burrow back into the earth. So this isn't a permanent one either.
Yeah.
Um.
We'll go back.
Yeah, he is still bound by the millipedes. That poor schmuck. Orbiter is like, as Anna casts the firefly, just like bats it away as he's walking forwards. Five, 10. And Orbiter gets up behind Cran. And actually, like, he sees Cran wailing on that and turns to you, Mel,
Oh no.
and takes a swing across.
Oh, come at me, bro.
Does a 17 hit you?
Yeah, he came at me.
He came at you. That is 14 points of slashing damage.
Woo!
And I need you to make me a con save.
On save?
Or not a con, a constitution save. So the millipedes, your tangle does end.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Because, yeah, you'd have to have beaten out the damage from the attack. Hey, Merrick, you're free. Though quite traumatized. And then Orbiter, it's just kind of like laughing is just like you've really got her wrapped around your finger. Wonder what she'll think when you die. And Thimold is going to take an attack at Dog for interrupting his last attack. Does a 16 hit Dog?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Well, Dog takes 5 points of bludgeoning damage because he rolled his attack. So 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, 6 points of bludgeoning? Okay.
And that puts us to K. K.
So, Kay's been debating what pillar he wants to aim at, because none of these pillars are good anymore.
Also, how many spell
So
slots do you
Kay's-
have?
Actually, that's a solid question. I don't know if I can do Hail of Thorns anymore.
You should have the same as me, which is 3, because we're both half casters.
And I have done 3.
Yeah, your last 3 attacks were the Hail of Thorns.
Yeah, well, that's really inconvenient.
Time to help your friend Sylvania now?
See, the problem is, Kay has fought both Orbideer and Thimbled in training sessions, and he thoroughly knows how completely and unequivocally ineffective he is versus both of them, to the point of which he had the shit kicked out of him multiple times by these characters. Kay doesn't like any of them. Yeah, so that means I'm out of spell slots, doesn't it?
That it does.
I am. RIP! Okay, well, that's awfully inconvenient.
I was like, Kay doesn't have much more in the way of Hail of Thorns. I think he's out.
Yeah.
It's no Warlock 2 spell slots, but...
I mean, it's only 3. Well,
That's still a 50% increase.
touche. Well, I don't think Kay even has clear line of sight for anyone, does he? What's my speed? My speed is 30?
Yep.
Cool. I'm gonna go here for now. Gonna go real far away. Why? Because I can... I'm gonna try to help Sylvania from a distance. Why? Because I'm now useless towards the pillar initiative. So, my options are I'm gonna be getting out of here shortly and jumping off this roof. With or without Syl's protection. And... I need that to be apparent to me. Outside of that, I'm gonna try to hit Thimbled.
Okay, take a pot shot.
Oh god. No! App. Work. Does a 21 hit?
Just.
Oh.
Hey, but it hits!
It hits. For the first time, you managed to land a solid hit on Thimbled. For 6 piercing damage. Okay.
I don't know, that was my turn. Getting the fuck away from everyone else and being just about ready to... Correct me if I'm wrong. Essentially, I can jump off of any point of the roof and just go...
Well,
Bye-bye.
there's 4 doors, which are in the
Okay.
quote-unquote corners.
Perfect! So what matters is Kay's heading towards the door. Kay's perfectly confident of fucking right off if he needs to.
Okay. That puts us to Cran. Okay. And failed the first swing and nat 20 the second.
Yes. Oh.
So manages to bring the first one down, and it just grinds against the chain, like that jagged edge of the blade just grinds against the chain, pulls it back, and gets a solid collapse in through. And Mel, you can hear the shattering of the chain links. And roll me a perception check.
I like those. Turns out I have proficiency in persuasion. I just didn't have it on. 13 for my perception.
13. You're not quite sure what it is, but you can hear noises downstairs.
I really hope Theo has his stuff with him, because there's no chance we're ever getting back here.
But you see, you watch as that orb just kind of sways down and is now dangling limply between the last two pillars, as the chain from this pillar has severed. And you watch as those walls like flicker like rapidly and slowly like the light level slowly rises up a little bit, but it's very faint at this point.
All right.
Ha! We did it! Now you guys are screwed. The attack is already en route. Even if you kill us, what are you going to do?
Oh my god.
Kay's prepared to fuck right out of here. Sylvania's like, you're all dead!
I love it.
And as looking at actually Annah and Sylvania, because you were close enough to the pillar, roll me a perception check.
21.
I can
Well,
guarantee
someone
that
was
it's higher than
perceptive.
mine. 2.
Definitely higher than yours.
Yeah, I'm too busy
Sylvania was
mocking
too
them.
busy
I'm like,
gloating.
yes!
Annie, you start noticing that the orbs pulsing, which was like a rhythmic, like very consistent flow, has started to become a bit more accelerated and a bit sharper. As we're supposed to like flow in, flow out, it's now like sharp flashes. Yeah. Cran looks to you, and is like, "Let's go." And do you resist as Cran grabs you?
I don't resist at all. No.
Uh,
I like reach up to grab.
Oopsie.
Yeah. Get the heck out of here. Please. Oh, please.
15.
This has been a terrible place for assholes.
So, so Cran just kind of like grabs you and basically just footballs you.
Yeah.
But as she's running away, she does take an attack of opportunity from Orbideer.
Who misses because he's a dipshit.
Nope,
I like that idea.
he does actually get a hit.
Fiddlesticks.
That was a 17 on the dice.
Bitch slap Cram with Slugsworth. Do
and
it.
So as she's like running, like she takes a fairly heavy gash across her back, but she's got Annah under arm and is fleeing. Though her movement speed is currently reduced because she's carrying someone. Although, yeah, that
Call
is
someone, but yes.
yes. That puts us on to Sylvania, who is currently gloating.
All right. Yeah, I use half of my movement to hop onto Dog and tell Dog to run for the door K is at,
Okay.
as in dash.
Yeah.
So then it is Dog's turn, and we both just like go straight over the side. I invite attack of opportunity.
Yep.
Unless he has a reach of 10 feet.
Does a 21 hit you?
I cannot shield, so yes.
Okay. Oof. That is 14 points of slashing damage. Or bludgeoning
Well,
damage.
I'm not down yet, so I'm all right.
Actually, no, he can't do that. Never mind, you don't take that damage, because you shocking grasp and he lost his reaction. That is correct.
All right.
So you don't. He doesn't actually get an attack of opportunity because yeah, you landed your shocking grasp.
Well done.
Perfect. And yeah, I'm booking, and I have 80 feet of movement, so I'm pretty sure I'm at the door, and I'm just waiting for everyone else to get there because we all have to jump at the same time for me to cast Featherfall and target all of us.
Okay.
Hear that,
Are you
Kay?
opening the door?
Oh yes, I'll
Might as
open the
well.
door once I get there.
Yeah. Dog basically just face bashes into the door and just. And you do know that from when you had jumped out from this one that you were at the front of the temple, so right now this ledge would be leading you out to the back.
That sounds good, because the attack's probably going to come from the front.
And so that puts us up to Annah.
Well, I'm not gonna resist trying to get
Be
carried.
thrown.
25. Ooh, I can't telepathically talk to Merrick. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna encourage Cran to run and maybe cast a firefly near the orb for good measure.
Okay. Roll
Just
me
one
your
last-
firefly.
Yeah, last hurrah. Nope, crit fail.
Roll me the severity.
Oh, roll that severity. Hope it's high. Oh, it's high.
Okay, so you
98.
did not light Cran on fire.
God.
It was just a really sad. Pew!
Yeah, you cast the firefly and it's like flying and like you're watching as the orb is like swaying back and forth and as it's kind of like the firefly's like flying around, it's just boonk.
Awesome.
But it does no damage. Except maybe to your pride. That puts us to the enemy's turn. Merrick is finally gonna get up the goddamn stairs.
In time for it to see that everything's gone to shit.
In time for all of us to run out doorways and
Yeah, he comes up the stairs and he rounds out and he can see both Kay and Sylvania. And he can see Cran, but with the way Cran would be holding on to Annah, he wouldn't actually be able to see Annah. So he is going to take a shot at... Actually, he's going to take one more step to the left. And he's going to take a shot at Kay. I'm assuming an 8 doesn't hit you.
it does not.
So he whiffs his possibly only attack he gets this game. Okay. That puts us on to Orbideer, who's going to run up, and he is going to take a swing at Cran, which does not hit. Just it manages to get like a little bit of like the fur on like the shoulders, but doesn't actually get any like solid connection. Thimold is going to go down the stairs. 5, 10, 15, 20. And he's going to move to obstruct Cran as well. And he is going to take an attack.
Cran is gonna
Motherfuckers.
save you, Anna, and you're gonna and she's gonna die.
Shut up, Kay.
Thimold rolled a fucking 5, so he does not hit Cran.
Thank goodness.
That puts us onto Kay.
Cran will live.
Well, because Kay likes Cran, he's going to make an attempt to assist. Kay is going to try and shoot an arrow at Thimold. Again, I doubt it's going to work, but he's going to try. That doesn't hit Thimold.
Well, the arrow connected, but just hit the plate and just, like, splintered.
Oh, I think Kay's out here.
Kay, as you're looking out over the ledge, you can see all sorts of creatures, like, ascending this, the hill that has surrounded this temple. And you suddenly get a little bit of a flashback to when you're on the bridge at Stoneforge and you saw the Kruthiks swarming up. Very similar feeling.
Kay is going to immediately scream, I hope these things are friendly to us, damn it! Hopefully vocally enough, because I'm assuming the door, well,
The door's
Sylvania's
open.
Sylvania has opened the door, and I just, like, fucking brush back, like, thank you for opening the door, bye! And I was like, oh god, no!
It's like, I have heard!
So that everyone is aware of, I'm not really okay with what's outside, but I'm willing to make a gamble on this if necessary.
Okay. That puts us on to Cran. Cran is going to... Actually, what is the distance that she has here? Oh, why? Not 5, 10. Anna, highs or lows?
Oh, highs.
Okay. Cran is going to risk the attacks of opportunity and run. Orbiter lands a hit. Thimmel does not. Okay, Orbiter gets a very heavy hit on Cran as she manages to, or as she runs down the stairs. She kind of like shoulder checks into Thimmel as he's trying to as he's trying to attack, but does not manage, but manages to stagger him enough to get it a little bit off balance. But she uses her action to dash and move her full movement speed, carrying Anna. And gets to the door. It's like, we go. How we leave? And
we're all there,
Sylvania.
so I just like we can all, if we all jump, I can protect us. So can we like leave initiative and all jump at the same time?
Yeah, well, how it works, like you're all, like, you turn and look back as you can see Orbiter and Thimmel and like rushing towards you. Merrick is has notched another arrow and has drawn his shot, and as you go and as he looses his arrow, you all manage to get out onto that ledge and leap from the edge. And as Sylvania casts Featherfall, that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh, man.
Should I do Wild Surge before we end the session?
Sure.
I think that's a good life plan, because we're not going to remember.
Okay, I didn't
We don't search. Okay. Yeah, that's where we're going to end tonight's session. Thank you all for joining in. You got out of the temple. You smashed pillars. You smashed some chains. You got out of the temple. A little bit worse for wear in some people's cases.
Case fine.
I can't imagine doing this without Cran, actually.
Well, if we had kept Theo, like, that would have actually probably been alright, especially because Theo could have also cast level spells at it.
I mean, it also would have helped if any of us decided to catch level spells at it while we weren't in combat.
I did ask if you guys you guys kept wanting to use cantrips, and you're like, "Yep."
Well, pretty much my reason for Sylvania not using leveled spells is the only one I have is catapult.
Yeah.
And I'd already used catapult, and based on like my intelligence check, what I got, I was thinking it had to be magical damage, and my catapult just hits you really hard with something, and so it's not really magical. It's just bludgeoning damage. So that was like her reasoning of like, I don't have any way to help.
That makes sense.
I mean, which is fair. I hit it with thorns, magical thorns, but thorns? And Kay's like, thorns is not gonna hurt a chain. That's dumb. Regardless of whether or not they're magical thorns. But Anna kept telling him to help, so he tried.
And hit Anna once.
Only once, though, so overall.
Yeah, there's this little Anna-shaped pattern of thorns on the ground. But that being said, have yourselves a great night. Thank you to those tuning in. And we are off. We'll be back next Sunday with Mel's campaign.
Bye.
Bye.